Yo, Giga Gang, what is going on? What is happening? Today has gone a bit crazy already. Amazingly, it's already gone a bit nuts because we're kind of just like sitting, waiting, trying to figure out exactly what's going to happen with the wipe and all of that stuff. And it seems like the wipe is going to be tomorrow. It really does look like it based on Nikita's post. Now, I don't know, I already kind of was not sure about it because, you know, Nikita's just kind of like trolling around all over the place doing stuff. But basically the reason why this seems that the wipe is going to be tomorrow already is this post. This one here, which Zavatra means tomorrow. VAIP clearly is, you know, wipe in Nikita's English pronunciation. So it's like vibe tomorrow, you know. Now this on its own obviously is enough for most people to think it probably is tomorrow. There are some other posts that basically, you know, kind of confirm that I think it actually probably is. So there's like various people part of BSG who've got Twitter accounts. So this is this guy, you probably know him from Chronicles of Rigi. He plays Gluhar in the Chronicles of Rigi. Artem, he's like part of the team, and he said, well guys, are you ready? We've got Dimitri, who's their head of PR, who's, you know, the guy who normally travels with him and everything, goes to events and stuff. So he said da. So it seems like I mean, this looks likely, right? Given that there's lots of team members posting, saying that this is true, this is going to happen, then it seems like this might be real, which is crazy. I mean, this has got to be like the first. Surely this is the first pre-wipe ever, or sorry, the first wipe ever with no pre-wipe. There's basically no pre-wipe to this, which is crazy. What time do you think? Well, it's going to take them. Let's think about this, right? It's going to take them at least 8 hours. I was quite glad that I've actually been taking it a bit easy this week because I knew it was going to be really intense. So I've been trying to take a bit of time for myself to like see the wife and kids and whatever before it all goes crazy. Yeah, man, this is nuts. So it's gonna. I think they won't start. I think it'll go live afternoon tomorrow, if like at the earliest. I don't think they're going to start patching it today. So that means they probably will start doing. Usually they start doing it like 7 a.m. UK time. Because I think that's, what time is that for them? That's like 10-ish, I think. I can't remember the time difference, but it's like 9 or 10. So they can get everything ready, prepare. But then it normally takes about 8 hours. So that's like 3 p.m. at the minimum tomorrow in UK time. So that would be 3 p.m. That's 10 a.m. Eastern. Is what I would think would be the earliest. But this is kind of insane. Wipes are tomorrow. Uber sent me his login details to prestige him because he's on vacation. Dude, that's crazy. You're a good man, Spin. Vipe, yes, Vipe tomorrow, yeah. I also met up with him yesterday. He's a British. Where did you meet up with him? In your homeland? Or you in the UK for some reason? Presumably not. He's in Greece right now, I imagined. Beef, all the new players that ask me for info about game mechanics, I always send them your way. Thanks, Beefy Rap. Yeah, first, second, third. I know, YouTube chat went crazy. Wipe is Thursday, nuke today. What's the post? I'm at work. Need to burn through all my kits. No way though. Yeah, exactly. I mean, rather than playing like, because the final day of the wipe, I always find it's actually kind of dull. But I'm sort of partway through. Well, I should probably get on with this, to be honest. If the wipe actually is tomorrow, I should probably record something and put it out. I'm thinking about like, you know, what to actually do. It's hard to know exactly what to do on wipe. Like normally I have a strategy video. I like to think about, you know, wipe strategy and this, that, and the other bit. Right now, it's hard to know exactly what to do because I have no idea. I have no idea really what is coming. Now we sort of know, but we know enough to not know anything. It's almost seemingly how it goes, right? Yeah, kind of impossible when we have no idea what they did with the traders. Exactly. Like I've got a whole list of stuff that I was intending to kind of just like go through in like I wasn't going to edit this one hardcore. It was just going to be me talking mainly about like various things, just on bullet points, just go between different bullet points. I mean, traders, like, so obviously traders are going to change a lot. We haven't even seen 1 ruble yet. So I don't know. I don't really understand. It's very weird. Budget kit video is going to go hard. The thing is, it's going to really depend on what people can actually access. Because if you can't access anything, that's going to really change stuff a lot. So I was considering, like, what exactly should we do? I don't care about spending my money or playing on my main account particularly. So I think it's actually more useful in some ways to sit on the their hardcore account because I'm only level 11 here and I'm only on level 1 traders. So you can kind of see like what's available now and what we think might not be available later. Did you hear about PlaySafe ID being implemented in Tarkov? Yeah, I mean, I partnered with them to do some slots in my videos. Is it fake or real? It's definitely real. Yeah, wipe is confirmed. BSG retweeted Nikita's tweet. Okay, all right then. All right then. Let's have a look. Oh, Twitter's going slow. Run the main for some factory PvP. It's just boring though, man. Did they retweet it? I actually don't see them retweet it as of yet. How confident are we on a wipe tomorrow? It seems like it seems, well, like I don't want to say like it's done, but it seems like it's done. Like this is it, right? This is it. Today is the best day to prestige, right? I'm scared, I guess. Wipe tomorrow? I mean, it looks like it, right? It looks like it. Even with hardcore, start of the wipe shouldn't be that different. Underrated wipe strategy aside. Oh. I guess they're trolling? I don't think so. Like, they're all retweeting it and stuff. And calling it BSG's bluff? I don't know, dude. They already said they're going to take back the hardcore progressively, open up stuff. Yeah, I think that's fine, though. I think that's fine. I think the backpedal's 100% bosses. If those don't get nerfed, everyone will be running boss kits. Yeah, Vipes of Atcha, it quite literally means wipe tomorrow. Yeah, so it is tomorrow. Wrong link. It's under battle state. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. I've usually got everything set up so that it's... Oh, did they do it under battle state games as opposed to under at Tarkov for some reason? Okay, yeah, I mean they have. They have. You're quite right. Battle state games was reposted. Vipes of Zavatra. So there we go. So everything about this wipe is hardcore, including the wipe date itself. Why would they tweet it if it's not wiping? Why would they say they're going to announce Q2 when they're not going to do it? You know, the BSG does many things. Okay. So it's tomorrow. Seems like it. Seems like it. No post in the channels like Signal or Discord. It's all because it's on Nikita's own Twitter right now. X, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, I mean, thinking about like wipes. I mean, it's going to depend on what they do on the traders. I would doubt that you're going to get stuff like. Well, maybe you would. Maybe you would get these ones because you can like barters. Barters in hardcore are like so much harder to do. You know, you have to find like a Marlboro, 2 USBs and a cat specifically, otherwise it doesn't work. I wonder how viable a Tequila XP farm will be and what the cheapest kit would be for it. Did I misunderstand you, or did you say... Yeah, so it's in my... So my 2 latest videos have both got a sponsorship with PlaySafe ID. You've got an integration segment in it. It's only a short thing, basically, just saying people just sign up. You register your interest. So you don't even have to make an account yet. Just register your interest. I think it sounds good, honestly. Hoping guns and armor barters only? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, Nikita posted that it wipes tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, what could I do? If I... Let me have a look. Actually, I could... Maybe this is better. If I cut that... I want to put something in... I want to put something on the, like, channel alert, so people coming in, they can see exactly what it is. I'm just going to put it in the alerts here. Hold on. Commands. New command. Exclamation wipe. Nikita post here. Create. Alright, that's on Twitch. Okay. And I'll put it up here. There we go. Right. That should work. Okay. I'm coming back to Tarkov because I think there'll be less hackers as there's no flea market. There seemed to be a lot less hackers last time when we were playing with no flea. And then it seemed really bad. The 2 weeks that the flea came back, it was really, really bad. What a clickbait. I mean, it isn't. No one calls it X. I don't call it X. X is also really annoying. It's hard to find anything that's related to X. It's easier to, like, if you type in, like, something X, it's like, it comes up with all sorts of random garbage. I wonder if the shorty AK is going to be as amazing as it usually is when you can't just scav reserve and have 400 good bullets. You can probably still get decent bullets. So should I prestige today? I don't know. I don't know. Nikita's tweet says wipe Wednesday. No, it says wipe tomorrow. This is Nikita's tweet. I'm going to put this on. Let me see if I've got... hold on. Hold on. If I go... Oh, wait. Did I only do it on the YouTube side? Oh, I only did it on the YouTube side. Oh, I see. Right, 1 second. How am I going to do this? Hold on. Having two PCs is annoying, honestly. I know, I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Hopefully this lets me do this. Oh. Okay, I don't even know. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Watch having prestige and it doesn't wipe. Hey, Theory, what's going on, man? Oh, I need to turn the alerts back on 1 second. Sorry. Is the wipe really tomorrow? Seems like it. And also, like, if Pest is in the know with this stuff, usually he gets like confirmation or whatever. I think. I know they just like speak to him more than anyone else, right? Give me 2 seconds. I'm just trying to set up the this annoying thing. I'm trying to set it up on Twitch so that I can give people the... I should have found a better way of doing this, really. Right. My Twitch password is just like some really annoying thing, basically. Okay. Yeah. Authorize. Yep. Come on, man. Basically, so the system that I have, I use Nightbot to do the different commands and stuff. And the really annoying thing is that you can't control YouTube and Twitch from the same dashboard. I don't know why. You've never been able to do it. It's a right pain in the backside. Okay, right, we're finally sorted. All right. Pressy retweeted it too. Yep. So any way to get the Kappa container without buying EOD edition? Kappa, you do by completing all of the missions. The Gamma, you cannot know. But you can get Theta now. Instead. So... And it's actually not that hard to get. Oh, maybe I haven't... Because I haven't seen it on my... I haven't seen it on my hardcore character, so I can't show you. But basically, Theta Cadena is this... Oh yeah, we found this key in the last raid, didn't we? Oh, it was RB PSP... PSP2. So Theta's got one extra slot. It's like an Epsilon with an extra slot on it. Can't get Gamma with Unheard. Yeah, I mean you get the special Unheard Gamma with Unheard, yeah. Yeah, you're right. So when actually is wiped? Because if it's tonight, then I need to have my wife prestige my account. Well, you're gonna have to do it before. The thing is, they're gonna. I reckon. I mean, they're doing this literally out of nowhere, so it's hard to be confident at the moment. But usually, right? Usually they will say we are going to be patching the game with patch 16.8. It'll start at this time and it's going to finish at this time. So you should have until then. So I know Nikita's just like answered it like randomly here. He's just said, oh, it's going to happen. But we haven't seen anything official yet. We don't know exactly when they're going to start patching. So they usually tell people when the downtime is. Hopefully they do this time. Maybe they're just feeling like super masochistic right now and they're just like, screw you all. I don't really know. Do you think no flea for PvE also? I don't think so. I think PvE is gonna be the same. But I don't know. They did it with the hideouts. It's actually hard to know. I need zombie mask for Kappa, and I haven't seen one all wipe. Any ideas where to find it? Yeah, you just have to ask a lot of people to like run their scavs as many times as they can. Zvacha does not mean wipe tomorrow. Zvacha means tomorrow. Well, Vipe is just like Nikitaism of how he speaks, right? I regret not prestiging. It's only going to be hard from here. It doesn't really matter, right? Wipe tomorrow confirmed. Well, it's hard to see it not being confirmed. Sold the guy rolling gun. What was tweeted that says wipe tomorrow? Well, Nikita said wipe tomorrow in a tweet. That's the thing. Theta honestly felt a little too easy to get this wipe? Yes. Some context for the tweet. Deep space. Let's do this, man. Actual Russian speaker. Wipe tomorrow is the Russian Tarkov community equivalent of wipe on Thursday. So 50-50 on whether the wipe is actually tomorrow or Nikita is just memeing. That's good insight. See, I'm not sure. But so the only thing is, though, is that all of the team have retweeted it and like talked about stuff about it. So that's why I'm unsure. Hello, after sound changes, what context headphone model is better? Older 2 or newest 6? I think newest 6. Yeah, Theta's really good. I don't think wipe tomorrow because the translation is... Well, it's Vipe though. They're saying like it's like Vipe. It's like Nikita speaking English, right? Do you not have the word wipe in Russian? It's more like reset. So Vipe is a pronunciation of wipe. Yes, exactly. It might not be a Nikita thing in Serbian. It's supposed to be English, English words you pronounce them. Yeah, exactly. It's that. Yeah, I think there's like I think it's important, Deep, but okay. All right. So, what's your opinion on the AFK50? I mean, it's not going to be all over the place, is it? So it'll be okay. All right. So what actually is the plan then with the wipe stuff? So we know that there's going to be. We're trying to strategize here. Maybe we'll play a little bit as well, because I'm mostly interested in just like talking about what's going on at the moment, because it's like the most interesting thing in my opinion. I mean, Desert Eagle, not even very good, is it, on hardcore, but anyway, that's by the by. So in terms of traders and stuff, it's going to depend on what happens really. I've got like a master document that I'm kind of going off. So with the fleet disabled, the main issue here is that crafts become quite hard with the fleet disabled, because you have to go and pick up all the stuff yourself. Same as with the barters. Would you get USEC bet? I always get USEC. The tweet does say wipe tomorrow. Yes, I think you should make a beginner's guide for 2025. I would like to. It's going to take a long time. I'd like to do that for 1.0, I think. I'm enjoying this just chatting. Has the headset tier list changed since the audio update? Not really. You can go and watch the audio video if you want, but it's about the same. It's about the same. There's nothing really any different about it. Basically nothing outside of the measurement error. Gonna be like Mark 18. From how underwhelming they made the 338 guns, AK-50 probably won't be so good. I think it's going to one-shot people, but... Okay, actual start and wipe advice. If ammo is more restricted in traders and crafting, best source will be looting, right? So best early guns will be the ones that easily found ammo. Yes, so it's probably going to be 5x5 and 7.62 by 39. That's going to be the best. I know that they said limited ammo crafts, but I imagine that these kind of ammo crafts will still be here. Like some of these are actually okay. I mean, this SP8 is not one of them. I reckon they'll probably keep some of this stuff. They're not going to overhaul everything, I would have thought. It will, if this stays, this might be one of the better ones. 7.62 with 39 FMJ, 26 pen. You know, if level 3 and 4 armor, if 4 is uncommon at the beginning, and everyone's wearing like a packer at best, this is going to just kill everybody as if it's PS. We kind of have to like step down like by 10 pen or something in our minds. So anything in 25 pen is probably going to be quite good, right? So match FMJ is going to be quite good, but it's hard to find. PST is probably going to be quite good for 9mm, etc, etc. EFT have been scheduling their posts on the hour, so let's wait until 2 o'clock. Oh really? Well, and Nikita. When was Nikita's post? When Nikita's post was like 12:18. You're talking about the main Escape from Tarkov page. Let's have a look. So the Escape from Tarkov page itself It just says 2 hours. What's that? 10:49. That's the maintenance one. 6:12. I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure. Leg meta wipe? Well, the armor's going to suck though, so I don't know. Like, leg meta's only good when armor's good. Leg meta is good when armor is better than the ammo you have, which tends to happen. So what normally happens is the first day or two, you just die to everything, to headshots and everything. And then after the first like 2 or 3 days, lots of people end up, they've bulked up enough class 4 armor that they can just use that. And so anything under like PS doesn't really hit very hard. You know, even M855 is a bit iffy against class 4. It's okay. It's okay if you spray someone down, but but that's probably when, and at the end of wipes when people are running like super power kits where even the like BPs struggle with, if they're like class 6s out of the Zabrallos and whatnot. That's when leg meta tends to be really good. Leg meta is better when the armor balance is out and armor is like on top. That's usually when leg meta is better. Cleaning up an arena with PS12A leg meta do as good as the Val with Pad 9. The only thing about it is that it limits your tactics a bit, you know? Like with leg meta, you have to be in exactly the right place, right? I don't have the shooting range up on this account, but you know, leg meta, if somebody peeks you from, I don't even know if I can show you, but yeah, if somebody peeks you like this, like it's hard to leg meta someone here. At the beginning of the wipe, it's probably right because you can just shoot in the face. Later on, when everyone's got death shadows on, you know, Rip just bounces off, so it's a bit tricky, right? Because your legs are all covered up by cover. So you have to be a bit careful with leg meta, more so than high pen, because high pen you can just shoot them and then it'll go through the helmet or the throat armor or like the bit of the chest they're exposing. But with legs, you do have to be a bit careful because like if you're doing a corner peek battle, it's like really hard to kill somebody. It's the only problem. Landmarks running level 6 all week on dorms, it saves them a lot. I mean, it is good. And that high, like, other than M61, it's difficult to kill people with the stuff. Thoughts on the VSK early wipe? It's going to depend on the ammo. Right now, you can get, I think, can you get FMJ for it? Or is it only on level 2? I think it might only be on level 2. So even now, you can't buy VSK at level 1. And you're going to have to get to level 2 Prapple first. I don't even have it here. I'm going to have to do it this way. The downsides of being on the hardcore account. So the VSK, and if we go link search, we can do it this way. So FMJ is on. Oh no, it's on Jaeger. Oh, it's on Jaeger. Okay, it's on Jaeger. Good. I'm glad we went this way. So SP5, I think, is on Prapple 2. This one's only 17 pen though, so I don't think it's actually that good. SP5 is 28 pen. That'll probably be okay, but it depends whether you can buy it or not. I'm more excited for the lever action. Don't even know. CQB and Prey kind of DMR, what the AK-50. Nikita said wipe tomorrow. He has done. Whether he's like telling the truth or not, I don't know. UMP time. I don't know if you're gonna be able to get the ammo for it. This is the issue with the hardcore wipe. It's hard to know exactly what we can do. What heads should we be running from the traders during the hardcore wipe? Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen right now because at the beginning, you can buy the GSSHs. Basically, you just want to wear a headset. You can buy the GSSHs at the moment. Whether you'll be able to or not in a hardcore wipe, I don't know. Ragman, you can buy the slightly better one. I think, was it Skier? He has the Barter here. Yeah, I think it's Skier, the M32s. These are a bit better. These are preferable. But they are obviously a lot more. So like the thing is, they're gonna up the price of all this stuff. So if they up the price of these things, even if they do it by, I don't know, 30% or something, you know, you're talking like 35k just for a pair of headphones, which is gonna be quite a lot. Yep, Zvatra, it translates tomorrow. Exactly. And at Max Traders, we have no idea. It's really gonna depend on what they put on the traders. Because I think the top-end traders are going to get hit harder than the low-end traders, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if Prapple looks somewhat similar to this. I wouldn't be surprised if it looks somewhat similar. I guess you could do 99.1 in theory, and then FMJ ammo from Jaeger or something, if that's the way it's going to go. What do I think is actually good? I guess this is the question. Like, what's actually good on Prapple? PRS is awful. The US is awful. I mean, to be honest, all of this stuff is really super garbage. All this ammo. So there's nothing really problematic about these ammos. I think being able to buy this with a suppressor is probably not going to happen. I think you have to do debut for this one to get access to this. I think some of the guns will disappear at lower levels, but I think it's going to be disproportionately hitting higher level traders rather than lower level traders, is my opinion. I'm going to go USEC. I always go USEC. Running a factory scav to hit the jackets, if you can even do that, because it's going to be like, so Nikita also said that there's going to be he said that there's going to be restrictions, so it's useful to watch the replies of Nikita as well. So he said here, so this was Tiggs's post, right, where he said thinking about it more, BSG decide not to nerf scav runs, which is terrible, and with ref it's going to suck. And Nikita said nope, nerfs to ref and scav. So, you know, he said a few things, right? And then he said this thing as well. You know, various balance changes to trading, availability to weapons, equipment, loot, bot behavior, blah, blah, blah. Because we're going to have to do this transit thing too. So, I mean, they said most of the maps are going to be locked. So I imagine not ground zero. So I think you'll be able to play ground zero at the beginning. And my personal bet is that you'll be able to play customs and woods as well. Or at least customs. If they open up ground zero, customs, and woods, that means that every other map is one step away. Do you think they make it so you have to transit on each certain maps? I don't know. You might have to... I don't know. I'm not even sure. Yeah, the question isn't about what the tweet says. The question is about whether Nikita is memeing or not. US is nice day one for the recall buff. On ammo? Yeah, that's true. US is not too bad. US... I was going to say US is always sold out, but actually now that we have our own personal limit, it's not a problem anymore. That's actually quite a nice thing. Yeah, so US has minus 15% recoil, which matters more on day one than it does any other time. 17 pen is kind of crap, but... The thing is, you might end up using more US than you think, because PRS is terrible, right? With 13, it's like basically hardly, it's 5 more damage, so who cares? And the penetration is like another 4 lower, so it's like this has got Garbo pen, and this has also got Garbo pen, but this one will actually deal with class 2, whereas this one won't. So PRS is really no point, and the US might be quite nice. You can buy 1200 of it from the trader. It is a bit more expensive, but I mean 100 of it is like 10k, so it doesn't really matter. And you might be able to get this to stack over the top of any other ammo you find in raid for these bad boys, AK-74U. I think this is going to be one of the winners. Either this and the SKS. I think these two. Basically, you want something in 545 and you want something in 762 to diversify your kind of ammo, in my opinion. I doubt ref will be nerfed very hard. Nikita said it will be. BSG wants players to buy Arena. I think it'll come back for 1.0 though, so I think one wipe. I don't think they really care. I wonder if scavs will spawn with PS. I would doubt it. They normally spawn with HP now, but maybe. Right, let me have a look at what you're saying on YouTube. Just as OP since recent updates. Not based on my testing, but I know some people were using them. Scav run's so essential. I mean, it's maybe, but it depends on where you can go. Like scav runs, they might be like an hour long before you can scav again. Why don't they just make it so you're forced to go back to the map you extracted from, and then you transit from there if needed? Why don't they just make it so you're forced to go back to the map you extracted from, and then you transit from there? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm actually not sure what you mean. And then maybe Streets open as well? Maybe. Streets is like a farming map, though. Also depends if they nerf ammo in the world. Like how much the 555 is now 9 mil. 555 is king. I mean, yeah, so I mean, the stuff that you find in the world, right? It's a combination of this stuff. 9x18. 545 by 39. And 762 by 39. That's the combination of stuff. So, I mean, the thing is, early wipe, there are actually some not bad bits of ammo for the Kedda and stuff. If you look at the ammo that's available here, some of it's trash, but some of it's actually okay. Like PVM, we'll look at it here. So, I mean, actually, it's probably easier just literally to look at it on here. I'll just pull it up on the actual wiki. So 9x18. Like some of the top ones are actually okay. So you've got, you know, 24 pen, 28 pen. It's not that bad. And given that these guns have like basically no recoil, then what can you make in the hideout now? So currently you can make SP8, which is the damage one, 67. And you can make PSTM. So you can make the 24 pen one in the hideout. Whether you're going to be able to do this or not, you can make kite gunpowder. You need to find one of these pliers, obviously, and then you need a load of HP. HP, you do get it off scavs. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Afternoon, Jazzy Jones. Remains to be seen what's available for purchase. Maybe the mini AKs won't be available for rubles. Exactly. They might take away everything that's fully automatic. I want to form Shoreline early on. If I have to transit to the map every time, my life will be hard. Yes, you still will be able to move the stuff over. I'm going to be a bit mad if I have to defeat Ground Zero's transit campers every time I want to play streets. The other alternative is to go the other way. Obviously, that's a bit like crazy. To go customed interchange streets, but it might be safer. Maybe. I don't really know. They mean that what if you had to start a raid on whatever map you exited from in the previous raid? Oh, I see. Yeah, so if you left customs, ultimately, you have to restart on customs. Maybe. Now, 18 from the leg meta, right? Well, it depends, because as we were just seeing, right? Like, this one, I mean, what options do you actually have at the beginning of the wipe? Like, not that much. Like, 24 pen in this, depends whether you can buy it or not, but, you know, in a clear Kedar or something, this will shred people. It really will. 28 pen. That will deal... Sorry, 24 pen. That will deal with all the class 2 stuff. Class 3... Don't know. Maybe. But it depends how much armor people are going to be able to get. Open up maps in stages. Sounds like they want people to task at the same time. Kinda. Yeah, why? What happened? Yeah, Nikita happened, exactly. Nikita tweeted 50-50 on whether he's memeing. I agree with that. PPSH could be good? Maybe. PPSH ammo isn't as easy to find. It depends what we're going to be able to buy. Like, if you can buy some of this crappy stuff, then it's no problem. PPSH does benefit from the fact that, like, these things, they're all kind of the same. Like, if we go back to... Did I close the ammo chart? No. They're all kind of the same, right? So, 66, 50, 25... I mean, that one's 25 pen. What's this one normally? How'd you get this at the moment? Purple 2. The issue with the PPSH is that it's a bit of a bullet hose, and it's not that accurate. Like, it's hard to get on target just because of the rate of fire, the recoil, the way it pulls, the muzzle flash. It's just a bit of a tricky one. They've said basically Nikita Sweet means wipe tomorrow. How would you personally nerf ref if it were up to you? I would like no ref for the first month or something at least. I don't know. I didn't even know. Like, ref is just so OP. I think that there's just a lot of stuff that needs to be changed with him. Like the key tool for a start. Like the fact you can just usually move this stuff over and just get it straight on the key tool. Just some of these things need to be like. I think at lower levels it's not that bad. Honestly, ref's not that bad at lower levels. Because GPs are kind of finite. It's the ammo. I'd get rid of all the ammo off ref. Like the ammo on ref is stupid. It's 762 BP, SP6, M61, PS12B. All of that stuff doesn't have any business being on ref, in my opinion. The Zabralo needs to have the class 6 plates removed. You can even put class 5s in if you really wanted to. All of the armor needs to be like way more expensive. That's class 5 on ref. Like the AACPC is still like 35 GP coins or something. It's like absurd. It's absurd how cheap it is. It needs to be like 100 GP coins at least or something. Like it's crazy. Can't we just smoke you in the hardcore wipe? Bring it on. PPSH might be the Tagilla farm gun. I don't know if it does enough damage. How much armor does or ammo? Blah, blah, blah. Let me stop talking for a second. My mind's running at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So, Tagilla has got 1,220 HP. The best ammo for farming him or for doing leg meta with the PPSH is going to be this one, LRNPC. Now, that's at Jaeger 1. Whether it stays there remains to be seen, but let's assume that it does. So that's 66 damage. So you've got 1,220. Now we're just going to do this roughly roundabout. Oh, well, I guess we could do it properly, I suppose. Could do it properly. So his legs have got 140. So let's just assume you shoot one leg. Just for argument's sake, for the time being. So that's going to do... So it's going to be 140 minus 66. And again, so that's 2 shots. And you have 8 left over. Okay. I'm going to ignore the 8. So 1220 divided by 0.7. Wait, no. 1220 minus 66 twice divided by 0.7. So that's the amount of EHP that he has left after you've shot at his leg, and now you're shooting more legs. And that's with 2 shots. So now we divide this by 66. That gets you to 24 bullets plus the original 2, so that's 26. So in a magazine of 30, you have to hit him with 26 of the shots out of 30. Or is it 25? Are they 25? These guys? I forget. Sorry, 35. They're 35, yeah. So you have to hit him with 26 out of the 35 to kill him. I know the PPSH has a fast fire rate. But I would actually remove ref for this one. Agreed. Honestly, agreed. A battle pass unlocked level locked? They're based on battle pass level. Honestly, the best way to kill Tagilla would be to shoot him in the back of the head. Kind of hard to do. He has 100 HP, though. Sometimes I almost feel like you're better off doing like blunt damage to him in the head with something that's like got decent like medium pen. You can shoot 1 bullet and clip his head to start with, and then after that his like head's quite low, and you will get at least like 1 or 2 damage. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know if the leg meta is a good idea for together. If you do want to do it, you want to do it with like one of these. I think Magnum Buck maybe you can make. Can you still make Magnum Buck, or did they get rid of that? I think they might have made it Workbench 2 actually. Yeah, so that's not coming back. They're not going to be buffing anything, I don't think. I think it's Workbench 2. Let me look. So it's Jaeger 3. Oh, they've taken it away completely. Oh, you can't even make it anymore. You can find it on Scavs though. So maybe if you find enough Magnum Buckshot, maybe you could kill Tagilla that way. Because that's a lot more. That's a lot easier. It's like way easier with like a Saiga or something. You know? Because that's like... So that's his EHP in total. You can deal up to 400 with Magnum. So it takes maybe 5 or 6 hits. You could do that. I know you only get 5 shells in a mag, but... It's more doable with Magnum, I think. I've killed him with Magnum before. Only thing ref should say for it is Arena Battle Pass skins. I mean, that's fine if they do that, yeah. How excited are you for the wipe? Very, actually. Very. Divided by 0.7. I was working out EHP. So you times the ammo damage by 0.7. If you're looking at the HP side, you could divide the HP by 0.7 to get an EHP. It depends on which way you're doing it. It's the same thing, ultimately. I've dumped a... Oh, sorry. What are you saying? I mag dumped a Kedda to get his forehead before and had it work. Like, it can work, yeah. Kind of how the most is not useful for a long time? Maybe. Okay. So 5-on-5 early white meta. Okay, leave reserve after much reserve transit thing. Yeah, I see. Transit system. And instead of unlocking 3 maps... Oh, God, where's the... Start everyone from ground zero, but the game remembers where you extracted from? Maybe. I mean, that makes the queues really weird, but maybe. My boss is not going to like this. Do you know about the double headset bug? I saw a very bad Scav doing it. He said it didn't make any difference to sound, though. What if ref was mostly just hideout? Ah, you know what? Actually, that's a very good point. Because ref now the stuff doesn't need to be found in raid. I thought there was more stuff on ref here, actually. Maybe it's on levels 2 and 3 or something. Because you can get things from ref now. I know that you can get bulbs from him. Thing is, you're still going to be able to... Oops, that's not what I want to do. You're still going to be able to play Arena. Wait, have they been removed? I thought that there were some things here. Maybe they've been removed already. Does he have ES lamps? I feel like... I thought he had both. Have they removed them? Maybe we have to... Have they changed some of this stuff? already. Huh. To kill multiple times PPSH a drum. See, that's the thing. It depends on the drum. So you can do it with the drum. But I think they might get rid of the drum. A few wipes ago, Mag dumping said on mass. I don't know if he dies to blunt. A few wipes ago, it might have been neck. Because you could kill him with neck relatively easily. There was a time where to kill it was really, really easy. Because if you shot him here, he'd die in like 2 hits. Because this was either thorax. I mean, not 2 hits, but like you could hit head still by hitting him just under the here. I've done that before for sure. So it depends. They removed bar items like mid-wipe. It's one that I never look at. Okay, fair enough. If they removed them previously, then whatever. What is this title? The fact that the wipes tomorrow? This assumes they don't change the ammo stats too. They've done that a bunch. Yes, that's true. That's true. Unless Nikita was trolling. Could be. Can you hit his throat? That would also go directly to torso. You can. It's obviously not as powerful as it used to be. You still have to do... If you hit his throat, and now you still have to deal 320 damage. You can get the 71 round drum. Well, we'll see, I guess. Oh, you can see on the wiki. Yeah, true. How does fence ammo work? It's just kind of random. Wipe tomorrow. That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. What's in your hardcore wipe notepad? It was like a plan. It's a plan of like a video I want to do. I've actually changed this a bit. I've got it in a Google Doc somewhere else, actually in a better format. But this is basically just like stuff that's been said and like me thinking about stuff. But I copied it over and put it in my official thing. But yeah, it's just like, this is why it's good to have this conversation, because I'm trying to like figure out what we're going to do and talk about ammo, looking through, because I haven't actually gone and looked through the ammo yet and decided, and people talking about like barter items on ref. It's probably something I should note down actually. But actually there don't seem to be any. They seem to be gone. Don't seem to be able to get barter items anywhere now, because remember, you can now create hideout modules with non-fanning raid items, which only matters with the Fleegon, because you can put this stuff into your secure container. So if you die with something, you know, in here, and it goes non-fanning raid, well, yeah, you can't hand it for a quest, but it doesn't matter now. You can still use it for the hideout. So for quests, yeah, you can't do it, but you can't hand it in for the hideout. So, has there ever been a wipe without a file cell before? Not as far as I'm aware. Super uncommon, but has happened early in the game dev cycle. Well, yeah, prior to me playing, possibly, because wipes just weren't a big thing then. I'm not prepared for tomorrow. Dude, I don't feel prepared for tomorrow. Is it actually tomorrow? Depends whether you believe Nikita or not. Will it really be wiped as well? It should be. It usually is. I've already surrendered to them changing ammo categorically. Why would wipe be tomorrow? Because Nikita said it was going to be. Everyone's confirmed Nikita's tweet. If he's trolling, he's got everyone. Is this confirmed? Look, just look at this. Look at this. You decide for yourself. There's the picture. Nikita said that he was going to tell us the wipe date for 1.0 in Q2, by the way. Just keep that in mind, right? I'm curious what meds they won't allow in secure container. Me too. I personally think they won't allow things like Vaseline, personally. I think it's their way to maybe get rid of the painkiller meta, pre-paining meta. Tomorrow's Wednesday, not Thursday. Someone's got to tell him. No pick? What do you mean, no pick? Oh god, what have I done? Hold on. I've done... It's in the chat. I clicked my own link in the chat, and it turned my YouTube chat box into to my YouTube chat box into the link. Didn't see the link? Yeah, I put it in the chat. Battlestate did retweet him. Yeah, and loads of the team have retweeted him as well, by the way. I would just mention. Loads of the team retweeted him. This is so fascinating. This is so fascinating. Where do we even get to on the previous hardcore stuff? Not that it really matters. I'm thinking more about strategy now. Like, the things that really matter early wipe are making sure you're able to buy a headset, making sure you're able to buy some meds. Like, the meds are going to be even more brutal, it seems. You'll probably still be able to buy cheese. I don't know. I mean, are you going to be able to... I don't know. I'm assuming stuff, but like, what if you can't buy Meds. Like, you kind of have to have, as a bare minimum, so, well, I mean, you don't have to, but if you were going to put stuff on the traders, it's kind of bare minimum of, like, AI2, S-March Tourniquet, a bandage, and a splint, because otherwise you can't fix yourself, which means you have to go into raid to fix yourself, which is fine. I mean, does it put therapist healing into question? I mean, there could be no painkillers on the traders, I suppose. Car kits? I don't know. I feel like car kits you have to unlock, for a start. What do you have to do for car? I think you have to do... So to buy, you have to do Sanitary Standards Part 1. This is gas analyzers. And then to craft, you can do them with Humpback Salmon. Did I get the med station up? I don't think I did. Or did I? Oh no, I did. So these crafts are probably going to be clutch. I imagine they're probably going to keep these, or keep them somewhat similar. They might even add more stuff to this. Maybe. CMS and serve are my biggest issue. So this is still going to be really important. Black legs are the worst. Well, you have to have one of either CMS or a painkiller of some description. You can't go without one of these two things. You have to have one of them, because otherwise you're just like hobbling around, and you're basically just going to get MIA. It's like really hard otherwise. S-March is from Fence. Yeah, I mean Fence is probably not bad. Thing is, people are fencing a lot of stuff right now. Like early white, they probably won't anymore. Yeah, they are half price actually. But like, it's like, I mean, this is limited stuff, and this is on, you know, end of white like PvP. Painkiller's very tough as well. Feel it all the one times use meds and AI2 niche one traders, too toxic otherwise. I kind of feel like that might be the case. It's really hard otherwise. Like, we've been playing it, right? And like, I've slowly built up a kit of various things on this hardcore account, but it's really, really difficult otherwise. The watercraft's going to be clutch? It is actually. So the thing is, watercraft is going to be kind of hard. So I'm thinking about the hideout. Obviously, you're going to want to you need security before you can do anything else, really. You're going to want the med station to build up some medicine of the bigger types, so you can last a bit longer in raid. Workbench is really important so you can mod weapons. Outside of that, it's just going to depend like what's actually on here. I mean, one thing, it depends what they do, but one thing that could be insanely good, if you can find enough of this gunpowder, are these Piranha. Piranha could absolutely ruin people's faces. If people aren't wearing armor, Piranha will absolutely destroy you. Like 24 pen, and it fires 10 darts. This will ruin most people in one hit if people are wearing a P.A.K.A. Because each one is gonna go through, and it's gonna take like 4 pellets to the chest, and that's it. They're dead. So Piranha could be legitimately amazing. Like, shotguns could be insane this way. People aren't wearing, like, I don't know whether you've ever tried playing hardcore, but at the beginning of hardcore, when you're not wearing any armor, the scavs of the shotguns are the ones that just one-tap you out of nowhere. Can you share the post from Nikita again? Just do exclamation wipe. It's on this link. Surely an Algin will be there. Maybe. Maybe painkillers won't be there, though. Perfect time to introduce a 1x1 survive kit. Yeah, a serve kit. My idea was these. It's already in the game. Oh, where is it? These things. Make these things into a 1x surgery kit. Are you going to use the wish list at the start of the wipe, or are you going to have your own system? I'm definitely going to use a wish list. So it's going to depend on exactly what's in here and what is in here for barter. So I'm gonna basically, very first thing I'm gonna do is go in and have a look at this stuff, and then see what's what and what's like important to get. Scavengers are gonna be so important if they're not like an hour long. Shotguns are always effective early white. I don't know. Like, I feel like at the beginning, like right at the beginning, there's quite a lot of people who are running their EOD AVS with class 4 on it and stuff. Is Piranha still going to be craftable? We don't know. Anyway, I was talking about the hideout. So you need the security to get generator to make anything work, like workbench, med station, whatever. So that's important anyway. At the moment, this is measuring tape, spark plug, primarily. Yeah. Then workbench, you need to mod guns, because without, honestly, like I was falling into this issue. Without being able to get into this menu, it is really annoying. Grace of Warfare has this problem, right? Like, it's really annoying without this menu. Then, once you've done that, you then really do want to get up. So that's you know, security generator, workbench, med station. You do really want to start getting up the lavatory. Now, the thing about the lavatory is that I don't even have it up on hardcore yet because you need an all and the toothpaste. Did I find one last time? I did actually find one. I just need toothpaste now. But the issue with this is that basically you can craft hoses once you've got this open. And you need loads of these. And hoses are kind of rare. They're quite annoying. Like, unless you play a lot of interchange, which a lot of people don't at the beginning because there's no quest there. Hoses are kind of painful. So you can find all this other stuff just in toolboxes. But hoses are a bit of a pain in the ass. And if BSG are going to increase the amount that you need, this could easily be 8 or something. 6, 8, 10 of hoses. So without the craft, it's going to make it really annoying. But the craft gives you another outlet to make them without having to find them. They are nerfing scavs. Nikita has said they're nerfing scavs. Lots of video guides. We will see. So do I assume no flea market the entire wipe? It seems like it so far. Maybe they'll open it right at the end. Hey, if they give us an empty stash, it'd be so funny. Yeah, what's the point of hardcore when people get an AVS immediately? Agreed. Do you have to adjust your schedule if wipe is earlier than expected? I'm actually kind of okay. Unfortunately, I will miss out on a weekend with my buddies this weekend, sadly. But hoses, if not nerfed, shoreline smuggler path. Yes, that is good actually. That's up here. Actually, industrial loot up here in general is goated. Where's the map? Maybe we'll just use a 2D map. But basically this one up here. This thing. So it's up by the car. This is resort. You know, this is village. Over here, this is road to customs. And then this section. This is like insane for stuff. It's really good for like industrial stuff. So that could be really good. Firing range on shoreline. I've never had any success there. I really haven't. But anyway, once you get the water collector unlocked, you can then refill bottles of water for free. Which might actually be insane early wipe. Because I don't know whether Therapy's even going to sell water. Because she sells water at the moment. But A, it might be just annoying having to pay like 15, 20k for it. Because we know they're going to increase the prices. And you could just like do it for free in hideout, which would be good. Don't forget you need to bring money in pockets for car now. Yes. So money's not going to be allowed. So ammo is not going to be allowed in secure container. And neither is cash. So you're going to have to bring money with you. So it's going to be a toss-up between how much money you're going to bring. Do you bring just enough for the transit? Do you bring just enough for the car? Like maybe you bring... I think you probably bring like 7k each time. Because then you can get out a few items. At least. You can move a few items across to your stash. You don't necessarily need to be able to move everything every single time. But they said they would boost common loot. Kind of, yeah. Did I get baited by the stream title? No. So the rare loot is nerfed. The common loot seems to be buffed, but I will not be participating in the hardcore wipe. I think you should try it. Blue fence underrated for tools. Really? On shoreline? Like down by the... down here? This section? How many loot boxes are there down here? Might go crazy and go for Kappa? That sounds insane. What will this do to the cheating situation? Usually it makes it better. It's harder for cheaters to farm rubles and it's just more difficult in general. Will our starting stash be empty? I kind of hope it is, but I don't think it will be. Would the non-finely raid hideout just be just a secure container? Wait, sorry. Would the non-finely raid hideout just be a secure contain galore? Alpha container even worse than normal? Kind of, yes. What if they move finally raid for quest items? I don't think they're going to do that. What if the car extract and BTR is expensive? We're going to have to see. Yeah, what if... wait and see what they do to nerf scav runs. I think they'll make the timer longer. That's the easiest thing. From a coding perspective, that's by far the easiest thing for them to do. Just make the timer, like, really long. Like an hour. Yeah, try something new. Yeah, let's do it. Scav karma affects the amount of stuff to send at transit and costs. Yes. So you want to get your scav karma up if you can. Cheating's so bad right now? Yeah, but it'll be better. I think it'll be better at the beginning of the wipe. It usually is. Last time when we had no flea at the start of the wipe, it was way better than normal, actually. 1 scav per hour? Yeah, something like that. 24-hour scav timer? I don't know. Can you say the most valuable loot? I think the valuable loot to sell to traders is going to be the same. I don't think there's going to be much difference there, actually. I think the valuable loot is going to be the same. It's just they're going to ratchet it up and down. So it's going to cost more to buy. It's going to cost less. It's going to give you less to sell. I think is the deal. It's a funny little ADAR. Guess looks a bit better, doesn't it? Do I have any foregrips? Oh, I've got one. Don't think I have any suppressors though, sadly. I lost like my only suppressor. Greedily. I was greedy. A little flashlight on that bad boy. RRD was pretty strong. Okay, all right. So maybe I'll just keep this stuff in here for the minute. I can't remember what we were even doing on hardcore previously. More very people feel forgetting about last wipe and how good it felt. The extra Christmas loot and airdrops. They gave so much rubles that nothing mattered. 2 potato salads. Yeah, they were 100k, weren't they? That is true. Hoping SMGs used far more. It'd be quite nice. Are you in support of a major scav nerf? For this, yes, I am. What if you die and you're out of stuff and the meds, you need to wait an hour to try and find meds in order to play PMC? Well, you're going to have to play like zero hatchet, you know, whatever. Honestly. Got to play woods and just zero die while loading into raid because it bleeds. Yeah, that is... They do stop for a bit. Petition to stop calling scav karma and start calling it fence reputation. Makes more sense that way. Yeah, like how'd you get out of the bottom? Maybe like, I think, well, therapists might still heal you up for the first 5 levels. You know? So that might be okay. That's what I have here, BP and PP. So this is honestly, we had a pretty solid stack of stuff on this hardcore. Here, PP ammo. Okay. Splin, let's march. Okay, what were we even doing? I don't remember what we were doing on this hardcore one. Oh yeah, we had to do delivery from the past, but we needed oh yeah, I was going to do the missing convoy in woods. I kept trying to do the missing convoy and kept getting like either running into people or whatever. Eliminate scavs. It's just euros. Maybe we just trundle around woods again. Just while we're chatting stuff. Although we do have the boss there, though. Actually, that kind of makes it easier in some ways. Yeah, bleeds time out, fractures don't heal. True. I think you'll still be able to heal up with Therapist for level 5, up to level 5. AK Sag will be the king of the wipe. I was using it here, honestly, in hardcore, and it was actually okay. Is it confirmed? Nikita has tweeted it. Does it mean certain skills worth more than others starting? Well, you want endurance, really. Imagine if they take away insurance. I think they should, personally. I think you should get rid of insurance. Get rid of that. Get rid of it. Well, that's the thing with after raid free healing. There's a raid limit as well, even if you don't level up to 5. Is there? What's the raid limit? I don't even know. There's going to be, honestly, there's going to be no issue if they get rid of some of the starting items. People are going all like technical legal, but like no one's going to do anything. What can anybody actually do? Oh, I shouldn't have this outside of my thing. There we go. I wish anybody the best of luck with that lawsuit, is all I will say. Also, like, why, you know, what if PSG want to try something interesting, why are we getting all legal on their ass, going like, oh, I'm gonna freaking sue you because I didn't get my Unheard Edition equipment? Like, let them just try something fun. Just chill out. What's the big deal? Is it really that big a deal? Like, this is about the experience. This isn't about like taking away something on purpose. This is about the experience of a hardcore wipe. Like, it's not, they're not trying to like deny you your consumer rights. Like, just let them try a fun wipe without complaining. Like, what's like, can you imagine trying to turn up to court, be like, BSG didn't give me my Unheard Edition AVS rig? They'd be like, in St. Petersburg. Like, it's so silly. It's genuinely so silly. Just don't stress so much. Just don't stress so much. It's all right. Yeah, it's probably a clause in TOS that allows us to modify starting gear. I mean, it just says it's better, like, everywhere on the game, right? So it's like everything is subject to change. You bought into a game that may not even make it to 1.0. Nothing's gone on sale yet. Do you think it's actually wiping? Nikita said it is. OG Edge of Darkness. I'll never upgrade. Neither me, actually. Is the wipe tomorrow? You clickbaiting? Do you, like? Does nobody trust me? Would I ever write something like that if it wasn't true? In all seriousness, guys. Like, I've tried to build my reputation as a content creator to not bullshit people. It's one of the things that I stand by on this channel. I try to produce as little bullshit as possible. When have I ever clickbaited anybody on my stream or my channel in general? One thing I pride myself on. Not knowingly, anyway. I did actually do it accidentally one time, and people misread the title. And I will admit it was worded poorly. I can't even remember what it was. And people were like, huh? And I changed it live, I think. The only downside of Giga is being British. Get out of here, Spin. So basically, wherever it is, where it is right now. Oh, military fast drive. Where we're at the moment with the wipe speculation is Nikita has actually tweeted wipe tomorrow on Twitter, and we're deciding whether to believe him or not. That's the thing. Oh yeah, I need to keep right. We've got to get to the convoy. That's what we're doing here. That's why we're onwards in the first place. We're going to get to the convoy. I'm actually going to come back this way. Axel says wipe tomorrow is a Russian meme. Yes, so did our resident Russian speaker, Deep Space Wanderer. Imagine you're the CEO of a company and the players do not trust you for this kind of announcement. That's kind of insane. Yeah, but the thing is, like, Nikita's a bit of a joker too. It's not even like trust. It's just like, is he just messing with us? I guess that's the thing. Like, he's often not straight with the player base for various reasons, right? And BSG are not straight with us all the time. They just don't tell us stuff. So we're immediately suspicious when they suddenly go, hey. Also, it's because it's completely out of character too, right? Like, no fire sale, no pre-wipe. Bosses to 100% is the only thing we've had on every map. But that seemed to be kind of... I don't know. They were doing a boss 100% on each map before. And now they've finished, they kind of got to the end of it, and now they've done them on all the maps. So it didn't, and that happened before we were even thinking that it was going to be a wipe, like, straight away. So it's a very odd one. Pretty sure he did the same thing with the Thursday meme. Yeah, it's the thing. There's so much memeing between like the Thursday thing and etc. etc. It's just like it's impossible to know. It's impossible to know what's true. Do a super duper over the top King's RP accent. Did you just prestige? No, I'm just playing on my hardcore account so that we can have a look at the barters and stuff that's available right now at level 1 traders. And I got bored of just sitting in the menu, so I thought we'd just play a raid while we can converse. If they don't announce patch day, it's going to be weird. Yeah, so they're going to have to announce it. I mean, they can announce it really any time up until later on. If they're going to wipe tomorrow, they're probably going to patch it. Oh, I may as well run now. We've made the drop down noise. Anyone within a 80 meter radius of us has heard us. Yeah, so this thing's going to be 8 hours, right? The patches have been taking longer and longer. And they're typically 8 hours now. So, to get it done by even 5 PM UK time, which is quite late their time, I reckon one of the reasons, but this is a complete random side tangent, but I reckon one of the reasons why the SVD can be heard from any distance across the map is because of Sturman's existence. By the way, you can hear his Sturmans on the map, no matter where you are on the map. The SVD doesn't seem to ever have an attenuation on it. Like all other guns do. Even things that are loud, like loud M4s, loud MD, RD704s, loud M700s. SVD doesn't seem to have a limit. Yeah, 8 hours extended to 12. Yeah, exactly. So, but they're probably not going to want to do it much later than, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10 PM their time or whatever. They don't want to be running through the night. So it's going to finish probably by like 5 or 6 planned at the latest UK time. So, but that means that they then have to start it in the morning sometime. Right, that's like, they have to start it at like 11 at the latest, UK time. $11 AM. So then they kind of got to tell us the announcement the night before. Are they 3 or 4 hours from UK time? I actually can't remember. I think they're only 3, aren't they? I don't even remember. Someone can tell me. What's like St. Petersburg time versus like UK time? UK +2. See, the weird thing is that we're on +1 as well. Let's see. So at their time right now, it's currently 4:20 of all the times. So they're 2 hours ahead of me. Yeah, you're right. What's up, Awkward? What's going on? Also thinking the SVD global sound because of Sturman. Yeah, I think that's the case. I think it's the case. It's an art form. Getting these boxes and then lying down is an art form. Big question is, do you think BSG will ever add that damn German jackets in the long? They said they weren't gonna, but probably they have said as much in Tarkov TV. My waste to 1.0. I thought they said they weren't gonna do it. I don't remember now. Right. What else we got around here? Sometimes, so this is my clutch, like early white meds area. I know people do go there, but look, there you go. So there's a CMS. You can find Stalewers here. Like right off the rip. I found, so actually I think it was this wipe. I found a LEDX right here. So this is the deal. This is what they are going to nerf, by the way. So when they're talking about expensive loot or high-end loot not dropping as frequently, that's the kind of items that they're talking about. So you're not just going to be able to find a razor on a random body in the middle of the street. I'm pretty certain. I think that's what they mean. But you might find something else, right? You might find, yeah, one of the like garbage sites that you need to do more stuff on. Was that somebody? I thought I heard like a gun being raised. Like an ADS sound or something. Convoy, good place for Solaris? Yeah. So there's two like kind of clutch places early white. One is Convoy. Can I go up here without getting exploded? There's someone up there. You can just stop going through the bushes. I mean, maybe it's a scav. Let's like rotate all the way around. Need to add more quests instead of nerfing the loot. That was Prapel's Convoy. Yeah, before we were at Prapel's Convoy, yeah. I feel like maybe it was a scav. No, I can never remember with this, like, how far around the mines go. I think they go around quite far. Catch don't spend all my time not finding loot. The thing is, you're not going to find razors. But you'll find something else. You'll find, like, prisms. Or something. You know, the way that I imagine it. Let me see if there's somewhere for me to go so I can explain what I'm talking about. I'm just going here for a second. The way I imagine it is that right now, you know, you're looking for loot, and you've got your loot table. And I actually don't know how much BSG distinguishes between like good stuff and bad stuff. I actually don't think it's very much. Like I just found a razor then. I was probably equally likely to find an Elcan or whatever. So right now it's kind of like what's the rarity of that particular item? And it feels like the loot pool's kind of like this right now. So it's like percentage chance. So you might find a razor. You might also find the garbage KMZ, whatever. Actually, those ones are not too bad, but you know what I mean. Some horrible scope, or you might find an Elcan, or you might find a Valde, or a Voodoo, or whatever. Ooh. It feels like very similar. What I can imagine them doing is just. Has become a member. Yo, James Aaron, thank you for becoming a member over on Giga Gamers. Appreciated. Scented, thank you for the Prime as well. Appreciate the support, people. So I imagine that it's going to be more like this. So you're going to, disproportionately find these things that are still useful, but it's not like the game, because the problem is, right, people find this stuff and then they either just take it or just sell it to the traders, and then they keep these things, and then these things stay in the game, and then a combination of insurance plus other stuff and the flea market, so it's insurance and the flea, mean that these things just the price gets lower and lower and lower. These things just sit at the trader level. These things sit at some market price, which is still probably too low in general, and this is the only thing that anybody ever uses. That's kind of what they're trying to fix with this. You know? Pirate software. I've been using Paint for. I think there's basically anybody who's been around for a long enough time. I saw Devin Nash use Paint on stream before Pirate software. I'm sure that's. I don't know how long Pirate's been going for. But. Right, let's see if we can head up into here. Too early for algebra. What about arrows and lines? Now, I know that you don't blow up if you go along the edge. I probably should look at the... I should look at the map in more detail. I know you don't die through here. So that's why I always come up through here. Because I know that that doesn't kill you. Not my good ammo. Oh, Sturman's still alive. Heaven forbid. Ooh, Golnick. Way more leeway than just that route. Oh, I mean, I'm almost certain that that's the case. I've just never bothered looking it up. BP. See, like, this is the thing. I think BSG are getting rid of this. I don't think you're going to be able to just wander around and do this. There's a rare spawn down here too sometimes. I think BSG are getting rid of that, so you can't just, like, farm the high-end stuff so easily. Like, with a big stack of BP, like, we've got so much good ammo here. Like, this is insane levels of ammo. You know? It's like, BSG think this is too much. And I'm sort of inclined to agree. I don't entirely disagree with them. I think for the main game it's fine, but for hardcore wipe, like, it does... Those things do, or should be, a little bit more rare. Yeah, go offline. Meds and test it. Map and wiki's pretty accurate. Hey, look at that. So we found a green flare. We can actually now use the green flare. That's cool. I like it when things come together. Every time we find one of those flares, they're actually now useful rather than just being, like, useless. 338. I don't think that's handy, is it? Sadly, it only goes on those, I think. Can't just stick... Yeah, you can't stick it in your secure anymore. No, I know. SR2M? I guess we take it. Oh, the ray benches. They glow in the dark, baby. They glow in the dark. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because Pirate made a lot of use of paint when he explained stuff. Sure. And became big. So lots of people saw it, I think. What will your level 1 loadout be? It's going to purely depend on what BSG actually have at level 1 traders. If I'm honest with you. So right now, I can't really tell you. 300 AP blackout. Look at that. I think that was the wind, actually. Ooh, that's a nice one. Stick that on there. Sweet. Have a quick look at this scabby. What was this task that I had? Did I have a 153? And an AK-74N. I don't think I have an AK-74N. Oh, it was a 155, wasn't it? Remember to keep a sprut, I guess, for Gunsmith. Gunsmith is going to be kind of annoying, actually. Actually, Gunsmith is something I should think about. I need to think about Gunsmith. For this, like, if I'm going to do a guide, I need to think about, like, how people are going to complete Gunsmith. Because right now, I don't even know. Don't need to sprut, the handguard has mounts. Actually, that's true. You can do it that way now, can't you? Wipe tomorrow? Seems to be, yeah. What's that gun? So yeah, Nikita tweeted and said that the wipe is tomorrow. Unless the handguard isn't required anymore, we're going to have to see. I bet stims were good skill, just be useful in stash. I think that I'm almost certain that painkillers won't be allowed. Like, Vaselines, Golden Stars, ibuprofens, that kind of thing. Even Analgin painkillers, I think, are going to be gone. Why didn't you take the cap? Which one? Off-topic question. How common is it for cats to be stolen? I don't think that common. I hear about it occasionally, but not very often. What is my extract? Outskirts. Question here is, do we just go to Outskirts? I don't think we go to Powerline Passage. I think Powerline Passage is a bit overkill because it's so close. It's not really a great hardship to go to Outskirts, especially with 20 minutes left. And we did the Purple Convoy thing, so we'll just leave. I think I didn't take the cap because I just couldn't be bothered. It's like worth almost nothing, and I've already got like a face cover of some kind, so it doesn't really give me any more concealment. Make it 5x5 or 6x6 and useful in stash. I think you might still be able to get the stims, because the thing is, the stims, the deal with the stims, right, is that you can still like, if they get rid of all the stims off the traders and you go and you finally get an injector case from doing Chemical Part 4 or whatever it might be, like, that could still actually be really clutch, because you're going to find stims occasionally in raid, and then you can use them occasionally, but you're going to have really thought about it and build them up yourself. That can still be kind of hardcore, in my opinion. Don't have the key for this exit yet. Best, yeah, some radical changes. I know, we'll just have to see how it is and how it feels. The thing is, we know that they do these tests and understanding like server infrastructure and whatever by other things. And so they understand a lot more now about marathon, or transits, I should say, because of A, the marathon event, and B, the shoreline one. Because the shoreline marathon, sorry, I keep saying marathon. The shoreline transit over to the labyrinth is that's kind of based on people going from one raid to another and like building up a queue of people. So like, because you can't queue into labyrinth on its own. It's like the only map that is the case for. So they did actually kind of do this as a test already because of that. So they've had experience queuing people into a map that is only transit in. Yes, it was for an event. Yes, lots of people going there. But hopefully it means that they've done some stuff to mitigate how, you know, awful it could be, in theory. Obviously. Best thing I find wants to spawn, hang about a bit to let everyone else move into the map. That's true in some respects, yeah. I wonder if they're going to restrict people's stash space or just keep it the way it is. I reckon they'll probably just keep it the way it is. Hardcore with like a huge stash it is a lot easier. Like the last time I did hardcore, I think I just let the stash space be big. This time I'm restricted the stash space a lot. And it's certainly different. Certainly a lot different. Is that somebody? That is somebody. Could be a scav though, I'm not sure. Labyrinth was interesting, regular maps aren't. Well, they are for people who want to get a quest done, for example. I actually set up two-factor the other day. Oh, but it didn't work. No, that's annoying. Okay, level 12. BSG 25 minutes ago. What did they say? What did they say? We're on the tweet watch. Let's see. Oh. It just says it's time for another round of Tarkov Tuesday. Before hardcore wipe. Nothing interesting. Anything else that's appeared? Super stoked for hardcore wipe tomorrow, says Clean. Is this bait, says Stankrat. Do your prestige now, says Trent. Trey's doing a subathon Kappa speed run, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, Axel says, I mean, wipe tomorrow is a big meme in the Russian community. If it doesn't wipe tomorrow, ask again and receive the same answer. Is this the announcement? Don't know, maybe. But I think because of all of the retweets and stuff, I think it must be. Anything else? No. No, that's about it for now. Nothing super interesting. Okay, let's see. So I've said as people progress across the game, they've changed plan. Do you think they'll make things easier or harder? I think they'll make things easier, personally. I think it's going to be very hard at the beginning. And then they're going to make it easier as time goes on. That's my impression. Because they said that transits will open up. So they said, the exact wording was, several stages of progression are planned within which balance changes will be made. Following the news. So follow the news. Oh, wait, no, that's Nikita's one. Yeah, sorry. On the BSG one, it said all restrictions indicating the infographics will be wave-like. As players progress, we have planned sets of changes that will affect the gameplay, including the gradual opening of locations on the location selection screen. I mean, they could get, some stuff might get harder, some stuff might get easier. So they might not have 100% bosses at the beginning. But all the locations are locked down. And then they have the locations opened out, but then the bosses go to 100%. I don't know. They could be both. Oh, gosh. Oh, it'd be insane if it's tomorrow. Like, people are always talking about how BSG are like crazy with this stuff, but this really will take the cake. The compass, hee-ho. Fantastic. All right, what do we get here? So we've got random stuff. Do I use the GP? Probably not. GP kind of sucks. Do we want an SR2M? I don't even know. SAQD, we could replace this on the M4. Make this insanely good. Look at this. Oh, we're going to slowly build ourselves the... Oh no, but these are... You need a some kind of thing for this. Otherwise, it's not going to go on. Actually, I could use the M-Lock one from this Sandguard. That would be okay. And then the light from this one. That would work. Can you not put something on the other side? You must be able to. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm slowly making a killer M4. For what? I don't really know. Are you ready? I don't even know. I'm ready. I'm ready enough. Hope the fleet stays not locked forever. We'll have to see. I want to take off work for the wipe, but need 100% official confirmation. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I just walked my wife through prestiging for me. So many people are waiting for it, and this is really, like, getting crazy. How do you expect us normies to get a day off to play the wipe with less than 24 hours notice? That's how they manage the servers, man. That's how they manage the servers. Be skeptical. I wish they would actually just say when the wipe was instead of trolling. I mean, they said it was tomorrow. Are you thinking crafting will be the main medium for gathering items or barter? Since you think it'll limit in world loot. I think it's still going to be in raid. I just think just the end game stuff. I just think the end game stuff is going to be limited in raid. I don't think there's going to be a good way to get any of these things, if that makes sense. How exactly do you do Gunsmith Part 1 then on hardcore? So we got to do... I forget the exact requirements for this. 47 ergo, an extended mag, and 850. Oh, 4 slots. I think you can't get the grip, can you? With can you barter for the grip? I know it's just purchasable. HTD. This one. This bad boy. Wow. I only was just thinking about it. I was like, man, maybe we do that at some point. Yeah. And this guy's got 6 rounder in it already. So that's okay. Do you still need the GKO2? I can't remember now. It's been a while. Meme or facts for today's post? Well, you don't know. It seems like facts. Is all I would say. Do I have any rings? No, only UTG. That's sad. VS combo will only go on the big AKs.
Gold, please. Nanyo Aya.
Hey, Todd, say what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Let me give it this thing. Bipod. Funi bipod. If I want the MP5K, I don't think that's necessarily... Not necessarily a good thing to keep. I may take 2 though. Not bad. It literally translates to wipe tomorrow. Yo, Bane, thank you for the 5 gifted, buddy. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Okay, so we're definitely going to sell those things. Thank you, my man. How much gear fear is going to creep in for people? It's going to be unbefore seen levels of gear fear. Never before seen levels. You heard it here first. People are going to be pooping themselves. For real. I might just sell the SR2M, because you just don't really get enough ammo for it. So I'm just going to sell it, I think. Oh, I was supposed to sell it to Prapple so I could get my money spent up. Damn it, I forgot to do that. I hope I get my gear fear back. Yeah, Gunsmith 1 shotguns are carried by scavs. Yeah, the shorty grip. Had to switch the flashlight for a laser. Okay, what else have we got here? Well, this was B. This was still more BP, wasn't it? Got a ton of BP now. Let's dunk the money back in here. So much ammo. Well, ammo's a good thing to store away because you can always just like pull it out through other means. Oh, I've managed to get rid of my rubles because I topped it up. No. Right. Okay, so what were we going to do on this raid? So what do we have to do? So we've still got to do... We've still got to get a squash. Got to get more piles of meds to do the next set of quests for hardcore. Not that really matters at this point. When is Tarkov Tuesday? Well, now apparently. Gonna be doing Ground Zero to here every raid. Yeah, 762 by 39 30 rounders are a big deal. I just didn't not to use them really. Like, yeah, you can trade them for pliers, but you need this for other stuff. But you can use 545. I just find 545 is just better. Early wipe. If I'm honest. I just tend to use 545 more. I find more of it around. And the guns are easy to use. They've got less recoil, especially at the beginning. 366 is going to be really good, I think. You need to find the ammo, though. That's the issue. Slowly started to dawn on me how tedious doing gunsmith will be without the fleet. The thing is, this wipe's not necessarily about like actually doing all this stuff. Should we play? What's good for meds? Maybe we go. I just keep playing woods over and over again. I need squash. I need meds and squash. Woods actually is good for this. We'll try and go to one of the hotspots. Med camp. We're just gonna try and get to Emacom and or like the various meds places and look for piles of med and then some food. I have to say, I enjoyed the Prestige restart much more than I expected. Game was more fun after restart than before. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the control click priority window. I keep forgetting about it. Can you get the 20 round 760 mags easily? It's good enough for me. I can't remember. Can you get that straight away now or not? I actually forget. Are you practicing for hardcore? Yep. Yeah, this wipe isn't about progression, it's about vibes. Exactly. Like, you're not really supposed to... I don't know. Obviously, you're doing the stuff, but, like... I don't think the wipe's necessarily about completionism. It's about the journey. Really, that's the idea. Oh, I actually do have a WMX as well. What was this one before? This is like becoming what I would normally have. There we go. Nice. Need a better stock. I guess we could always use this guy, Geo Core, I suppose. MDR's pretty good, but... Okay, let's have a look. So, make a video on how your M4 build could be better. Adjusting gunsmith? Yeah, maybe. I'm new here, came from your latest video. Assuming you've seen Battlestate has tweeted, it's time for another round of Taco Tuesday before Hardcore Wipe. Yes, they have. But, yeah, I mean, Nikita literally said wipe tomorrow on Twitter, so... We'll see. Just go to stream, snap me with a PPSH. Or wipe, good luck. Thanks. Haven't played Tarkov in like 3 wipes, but Hardcore Wipe's going to bring me back. I wonder how many people are going to try it. People might come back. The 20 rounders are on Skier 1. Okay. Well, we'll have to see. We're just going to have to see what happens and what's available. It might be a real skeleton kit. Like, the things that you struggle with in doing, like, a Pestily hardcore is ears, backpacks, and rigs. Those are the main things that, at the beginning, are really annoying. I'm trying not to die too much, but, like, the map, the raids are pretty empty right now, I would say. New Nikita tweet responding to Grok. Grok knows. That's Russian for wipe tomorrow. Exciting times for Tarkov fans. Hardcore reset incoming July 9th. Stock up on tiers. And Nikita's retweeted it and said Grok knows. I mean, half the team has said, like, well, guys, are you ready? Dimitri said yes. Like, it really does seem that they're not just messing about. Like, Battlestate Games has retweeted it. No fire sale? Seems like it. And when Tarkov TV doesn't seem like there is one. In before Hardcore Wipe is actually really fun, but all the meta crybabies are going to be out of luck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, if you prestige during the Hardcore Wipe, that's bragging rights for sure. 100%. 100%. Vepper and a cheap optic. Early wipe feels like cheating. Oh, yeah, don't disagree with that. How does everyone keep falling for Nikita's trolling? Is the entire player base new or just suffering from amnesia? Well, this is why it's, this is why it's still up for debate, in my opinion. But it seems more than just Nikita just saying something cryptic. If they're all retweeting him and stuff. Do you think we can get patch notes today? No, we'll get patch notes when they actually start putting the patch through. That's always how it works. So they will say, we're going to take the servers down at X time, and it's going to last for 8 hours. Then, when the server goes down, they do the patches. That announcement post comes usually with the... that announcement post comes with the, the confirmation of like what the patch notes are going to be. That's usually how it goes. But again, who knows? Like, maybe it's different this time. Hard to know. They're doing things a bit differently now, so... Hardcore Wipe, is that just a normal PvP Tarkov? No, it's going to be different. There's lots of different stuff about it. They've announced some details, but we don't really know yet. Nikita just tweeted again. Oh my god. It's going to be the end of me. What's happened this time? Nikita's he's just having a great time. He's living his best life, isn't he? What's he said now? He hasn't said anything else. No, he hasn't said anything else. think this wipe will not be harder for good players. Timmies with HP aren't going to stop them. You say that though, but one of the biggest issues that hardcore players... Oh, there's the factory transit, by the way, for anyone who's forgotten. The one thing that's going to be the hardest thing for people who are like experienced players is just being annoyed with using crap gear. Because I feel like that might happen. Because it's not as exciting just looting for your entire life. It's like the experienced players do have a patience problem a lot of the time. It depends how you play, right? There's lots of different play styles out there. But there's a certain set of players that have a serious degradation in their patience. He actually did tweet. It's not on mine. What did he say? Oh, I already read it though. Yeah. He did tweet, but I read it already. I already read it. Got 4 minutes. It's already out the back of my mind as if it's like old news. Talking about people having lack of patience. Jeez. I'm also cooked. This is the customs transit, I believe. I'm okay using crap gear if everyone else is. Me too. Me too. Is this not the customs transit anymore? Transit is on the road. Did they change this? Oh, it's here. Yeah, okay, they changed it. It used to be at the back. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Used to be the reserve at the back, against the wall. Okay. Scav time might increase. It might. Any arena news? Not really, no. And by not really, I mean no, I don't think. None. Yeah, it's gonna be more fun. Like, if they can get the armor... I don't know. It's gonna depend, right? If no one has good bullets, then it'll be... I think it'll be a funny wipe. I think it'll be an interesting wipe. Because it'll be kind of scrappy. Like, it's better when you don't have good... When everyone's got good guns. It actually means that the TTK is actually slightly longer. It means you feel like you have the ability to avoid a fight. You know? You get shot at, you can actually, like, leave. Let's see if anybody's in here already. Right, this is the Scav gang. I'm guessing this is all Scavs if the Scav gang wandered out of here. Oh, she blows. Okay, so this is the... Oh no, it's not what I wanted. Nobody knows transits. They keep changing them as well. They like changing them all the time. I'm probably not going to take the 153. Right, need meds. Mainly I'm after meds and squash. I need piles of meds though, specifically. We'll take the other stuff anyway, but... I love taking pot shots with PS for a mediocre red dot early. Tinfoil hat hardcore is only a month. Man, that's certainly a thought. Longer TTK means fighting teams of solos is more difficult. This is true. That's Scav there. Ow. What? I don't know how I'm getting shot here. I mean, it is a player, but I'm getting shot through the freaking, like, thing. Can't tell if you're cheating or heard you earlier. Well, there's your answer, I think. Like, why would you be doing that today? Yeah, rage cheating a wizard the last day of the white. Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it? That's wild. Can you shoot you from under the ambulance? That's kind of sus. It's possible your feet show below the tent wall thing. I'm intrigued. Should we go and have a look? Let's go and check, because it's worth having a look, right? Do I have any stims? I actually have an SJ6, just in case. I'm just interested to go and see it. See if I could be seen from under there. Question is where the shots come from. Supposed to be going through the vehicles. Thought he was chilling next to trucks. We'll have to have a look. I just went back. Your optic was covering him. You'd have got him if you had a slim one of the MRS. Oh, really? He had 300 hours to know he knows woods of all maps that well. So maybe he was just on my screen though. You still on 5800 X3D? Yes. Someone was saying that I was covering him by accident with my reticle. First shots came through the tent. They seem to, yeah. I'm just intrigued to see from that angle. Let's see. Pray for spawning. Actually, yeah, this is a good spawn for finding out. First shots came through the tent and hit you in the chest. Well, I thought so, but I mean, maybe that's not the case. I'm not sure. Far behind the near wall, your ear, or far behind. Sorry, far behind near the wall. Your ear tech covered him. Let's have a look. You only hit your leg at the start. Yeah. EOTech scam is real. Giving him too much benefit of the doubt. I mean, yeah, like whatever. I press the button, right? I'm just intrigued to see if you can see something from this side. Some swing at the very end, right side of the sandbags. Let's have a look. You were looking where he was, but when you ADS'd, you covered him. The weather will be okay inside here. It'll be alright. That's offline weather for you. It usually works out. When I play co-op, it's usually fine. When I do like co-op to my two PCs, it's usually okay. If you do co-op, it always queues night. It doesn't for me, bizarrely. I always set the time of day though. I don't know whether you're setting the actual hour exactly. Okay, so I was in here. Someone was saying he was like next to the sandbags. Like here was he? Can you see like under there? You probably can actually. There is a gap. I don't know. All the way against the wall, like here. Like this. I don't know. Can you see someone's feet there? Maybe. I'll clip it and try to post. Okay. Maybe shadow. If they move, probably can. Yeah, audio. Maybe, yeah, maybe if you move, maybe you can be seen from here. I don't know. Like, if you crouch, you probably can, actually. Like, you can probably see under here. So, crouching, leaning there, you can actually probably see it through there. He was so confident, though. Yeah, but, I mean, it's under white, right? I feel like it's difficult to see, especially for the account with a few hundred hours. Don't know. I just want to know if there's an angle. I'm not thinking about whether they're cheating or not. I couldn't care less. I just want to know if you can be seen in there. Because it'll stop me from kind of taking it for granted. I kind of assumed that that these things just went down to the ground, but they don't. You can actually technically see underneath. What in his profile gave it away? As Ash says on the Twitch side, basically like 300-hour account is not going to be hitting. Basically, I didn't know you could see. I didn't think you could be able to see me at all. And just like hitting on audio alone, like based on specific map knowledge, I just thought it was like kind of weird. Like if they've got like a few thousand hours or something, you're like, okay, fair enough, because it's like something very particular. Anyway, it doth not matter. Timbos will do completely random things to get away with it. It's true. It's true. This is why you can never really know. Right. Has Nikita posted anything else other than Grok knows? This was the latest, by the way, for those of you who aren't on here. Where did this post come from? So, wipe tomorrow. Grok translate, please. Russia for wipe tomorrow. And Nikita said, Grok knows. Wait, Grok is true. Now I jumped the gun on the July the 9th. Classic over-eager AI. Official word from Tarkov is a high balance. With no exact date. What? Hilarious. So Grok's now backtracked. Grok's not so confident anymore. Right. Okay. So where are we at then? We are. Oh yeah, I was still trying to find parts of meds and other garbage. I'm kind of running out of armor. Still got core cool on. Probably use that for the time being. And then maybe a commander rig.
Gold, please.
Yo, Will, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. Right, we've still got some GSSHs. Maybe we'll use Contact 2s instead. Okay, and then we've got some half masks situation going on. We'll sell this to... There you go. Right, what gun are we going to go with this time? How many hours have you got? 9,000, I think. But a lot of that is in... A lot of that is actually, like, in the menu. Stash main and all that, you know? I probably have to take some food and water this time. Maybe I'll eat the sugar. Or the oat flakes. You can barter with oat flakes though, can't you? You need milk as well. Get anything for sugar? Just the flare. Maybe I'll take the sugar then. This does make you thirsty as heck, but... Well, my friends quit. People said, kind of interested in hardcore, but playing solo is not as fun. I think it'll be fine in hardcore, actually. There's going to be, like, less loot to split between various people. Watching back, he did spray your leg and then pushed because he knew he'd lagged it. Fair enough. So what are we going to do then? So we're going to do... What else have I got to suppress? Are there any suppressors? I've got DTK4M. I don't think I have anything that this goes on. I'm 136. I think you need an adapter for that guy though. So I don't think that actually fits to anything that I have. I've got a PBS4 actually. I've got another AKS 74U. So we could still do this guy. Have any side rails? I've got the EKP. That's okay. Like this is serviceable. That's certainly serviceable. Okay. And then we've got the ammo for this thing as well. So that makes it a lot easier. Bit of PS. I'll just take a bit of that to stack at the bottom. We've got PP, which we'll take, and we've got a bit of BP, which is the good stuff. I've got quite a lot of it as well. So we'll do like that, that and that, and then we'll do that and that, that and that. Push that back over, and then I'll take some of the PP here. Okay. Do need some more med kit stuff. Let's take the car kits. Bit of Calloc action. Why not? I've got it to hand to me as well. I'll take the, I don't know. Splint. That's what I need. Okay. So yeah, piles of meds and squash. It's kind of what we're after. Mostly man with PSU. It's not bad, yeah. I've got good ammo for it too. I've got PS. It's good. Yeah, building budget kits has never been so easy. Exactly. Tarkov White confirmed. Basically, OPSKS with PSO. Don't think I have one. Nikita's tweeted it tomorrow. What if we had wheels to the car kit? I love it. How those core Kulon armors are so heavy. I know, they are. They're really heavy. Yeah, they're not good. Need another way to get armor as well. I need more. I think I've got one more propane tank somewhere in here, probably. Yeah, so we still have another class 3, but I'm going to be like out of luck on armor if I don't get something else soon. It's going to be annoying. Okay, we'll flatten this stuff down. Well, it's certainly going to be an interesting wipe. Definitely have to use the secure container to try to... get it all locked and loaded. Yeah. Got quite a lot of room, actually. This is honestly not too bad. A little bit of space in the pillbox. Put Keto in there or something. It's so nice now that we've got this sorting, search, stash space thing. It's so nice because it means you can just like organize your stash however you like, and then the rest of it you can just deal with it by going through the stash organizer thingy. Okay, this is all right. No, yeah, nothing seems to be 1 ruble. I don't know exactly what's happening. Just a Russian tweet that translates to wipe tomorrow. So the deal is, right, so Nikita said wipe tomorrow. Then he said Grok knows. Somebody said that's Russian for wipe tomorrow. Exciting times for Tarkov fans. Hardcore resetting coming July the 9th. He said Grok knows. And then a bunch of people have retweeted this thing. So Battle State Games has actually retweeted it. If you look at if we look at this. How do you actually look at the retweets? I can't remember. That's the one. Actually, that's quote tweets. I guess it's both, isn't it? Reposts. No, it's not done by in any sensible way. What is Pesley saying? I love how instead of doing a clear, simple, easy to understand official tweet, we get this as our official tweet that indeed wipe is tomorrow. Well, this is it. Dimitri said yes. Axel was not sure. See, Arta, he's on the BSG team. So, well, guys, are you ready? So, yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things. Looks like it. It looks like it, but like we can't be sure. As to Pesley's point, right? We can never be sure with BSG and with Nikita. Like maybe he thinks this is funny. I don't know. And we don't have the BSG. You know, we're taking down the game for X hours from this particular thing. Patch notes will be posted at the time when the game goes down, etc., etc. We don't have any of that stuff. What could be more clear than wipe tomorrow? What could be more clear is not Nikita posting it, and then doing it in a different way to every other wipe. Who's Dimitri? He's the head of PR. Also, they wouldn't do a discount on editions and then end the sale before the wipe starts. Make no sense. We still don't have a 1 ruble event. So it's like the whole thing is so weird. Yeah, it is very different to all the other wipes, so maybe that's kind of part of the point. I don't know. We've got to deal with hardship and adverse conditions this time. The lack of a 1 ruble event is weird. It is weird. The lack of any pre-wipe events of any kind. Usually they're staged like 5 days up to it. I don't think we'll get the 1 ruble event. Yeah, I don't know. The new tweet from Nikita is very clear. It is, yeah. It is. But like, what do you think? Let's say, you know, would you be willing to bet, you know, 10 grand that the wipe actually is tomorrow? This is the question. It's just like, it's that Nikita has said it. It's very clear. But is the chance 100%? No. That's the thing. That's the dish. That's the deal. Like, it's probably going to happen tomorrow. Why is wipe like boss spawn chance? Exactly. It's wipe, but only on certain servers. Okay. Okay. Actually, maybe I do. Maybe I go up and check the stats again. Yeah, there's no like official EFT Twitter account would write the wipe starts. How long servers will be down? That's the thing. It hasn't come from any of the official sources yet. Like Battle State Games themselves have retweeted Nikita's post, but at Tarkov, which is where they usually post all this stuff, hasn't done anything. I don't believe at this point. I don't think. Glorious asked Dimitri directly, and he said yes. Fair enough. Oh, I forgot to bring a backpack. Oh, I'm stupid. Well, I did want piles of meds, so that's good. Oakley M frame. But these... Did these have the problems? I feel like these didn't have the problems. SI glasses. I felt like they were okay. I can't remember what I said in my own video. I think Nikita's just a bit crazy. I mean, yeah. I'd probably bet on even money. I think that's fair enough. Well, we needed a bag. We got one. Very interesting. God, some of these are the reduced delay one. Do I care for the APS? Maybe just get rid of one of these. Did you just kill part-time for the first time this time? On this hardcore account, yeah. This is my other account. Maybe I just eat the rest of this, honestly. Part-time has sound now. They changed him a bit, yeah. Okay. So what's this bad boy got in it? PP. I mean, the ergo on this thing is absolutely god-awful. You can't take this off, can you? No, not right now. Oops. Funny. Well, this thing's suppressed, so... Probably keep this. This thing's also got, like, the horrible jam chance. We'll try and get it out. We'll try and get it out. I'm gonna see if we can find some more of those meds. I'm gonna get to that cemetery, I think. F1 RD is great for fast response. Yeah, they are good actually. They're like Vogs, aren't they? Remember the Vogs that have like a 30-meter fuse distance? Yeah, I mean I'm not realistically going to use them. I've always found UBGL type grenades just really bad. Even when I've tried to use them on my proper account with like all the gear, like lasers, getting everything set up, they've always just been complete garbage to me. The devil with tripwires? Oh, that's true. Yeah, the tripwires are probably pretty funny with those. I feel like the Vogs are mainly for scaring people. Like the underbarrel Vogs. You know, I don't think realistically you're going to kill somebody with them. Let's have a quick look in this toolbox and then we can go back to the meds bit. GP25 is easier than M203. I found they're both just completely awful. Like, they don't even kill scavs at point blank sometimes. It's just a waste of time. How many of these? You know, maybe I unstack these. I'm not realistically going to use those mags. Do you hold breath when shooting? Yeah. I find myself completely conditioned against using them given how expensive my other standalone gel was. I just find they don't work. I've shot people literally... Well, I had people in chat also astounded that they just didn't work for me at all. I literally like shot people in the feet and they just like walk it off. They're just like they're just so bad. I can't make them work. There's something about them, they just don't work. There's like fuse distance as well. Like the whole thing's just awful. Yeah, that's the thing. I think they're inconsistent. They seem super inconsistent to me. I like too much garbage. Maybe I'll just drink this. I can give me a water. Spawning on these bad boys. RPG on the other hand, that one's working fine. I don't have the base for this. So is wipe tomorrow. Well, I'll spend Nikita's sweet it is. Serve 12. Well, we should definitely take that. Is there anything, like, useless that I shouldn't take with me? I think this is okay. It's funny, that's like with Partisan and that's kind of it. We're kind of done. Kind of done for you. Got, like, all the stuff we need for this raid. Got one more meds as well. So we could do the barter. You should change the stream title to elucidate more of what we know. What do you suggest? Do we know what -3 ergo is? Is that -3 the actual gun's ergo or flat value? It's -3 of, like... I can't remember. I think it's of the gun's ergo point. I don't think it's flat -3. I don't believe so, anyway. I actually can't remember. Wipe is tomorrow. All of it is useless. Oh, we're just playing for the experience right now. We're not playing seriously. This is just my hardcore account. Another strong indicator of wipe tomorrow. My duo partner has a full schedule for tomorrow through the rest of the week. Classic. Something like Nikita says wipe tomorrow. Is he trolling? We could change it. I don't have any strong feelings about it. Okay. People are going to ask me regardless of what I've set the title to. That's that is the nature of streaming. You learn that after a while. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter what commands you set up. It doesn't matter how clearly you state it out. People are going to ask, and that's fine, because they don't want to read the title. They want to hear it from somebody who's connected to the kind of source of the news or whatever. So there you go. ABI Season 2 coming this week, so I think it's going to wipe. I mean, they do have a real thing for ABI. They want to hurt ABI as much as they can, I think, because they've got a real issue with ABI. They have a beef going back, right, from the stolen assets situation. Strength level 4, baby. We are strong. I've played many extraction shooters, but I don't know which edition I should get. Do you have anything? Are you trying to buy the game? Like, Grey Zone purposefully wipes outside of Tarkov's schedule, I'm pretty sure. Because I know that a lot of people who play Grey Zone also play EFT. Yeah, I mean, definitely get... If you don't have any of the editions, get standard to start with. I would do not jump... Like, you can play the game just fine on standard. Like, it's hard, sure. But you want to just play standard first. Because you can go to any of the other editions afterwards for, like, the price differential. So it's no great hardship to do that. I started with the lowest level, and then when BSG had a sale, I upgraded. Yeah, so and the sale applies to the percentage, change as well. So if you go from one edition to the other and there's a sale, you get like that amount off the sale price too. Currently they're 20% off. They do quite a lot of sales, I would say, from time to time. They usually do like 3 or 4. You know what? That sounds so much like the front back audio. It's like, it sounds the same for a lot of the gunshots. I thought that was straight ahead of me, but in fact it was behind. I could only tell when I turned. It's a bit weird. It's maybe because I'm wearing contact 2s. Because on my main account I wear contact 6s normally, or 5s. And I'm not used to the audio profile of these guys, so maybe that's it. Yeah, but they do sales like 3 times a year, so you'll have adequate, as long as you're willing to be patient, you'll have adequate time to go up an edition if you want to at some point, as long as you're not like desperate to do it at a very particular time. I'm hoping this works. I've never actually used the signal flare pistol to extract out of here, so that'll be a pain in the ass if I end up dying to this. Well, last day of wipe is the day to do it, I guess. Well, there you go. It did work. Good stuff. So easy to mess up with the flare gun. You just have to point it higher. Yeah, essentially the only edition's worth buying is standard or unheard. That is a huge difference in price, though. Exactly. Exactly. There we go. Mr. Partisan. You do get a lot of XP if you kill a boss. What is Giga doing in-game if Wipe is tomorrow? We're just practicing hardcore. We're chatting. It's basically mainly just so that I don't sit here for 3 hours talking. Because I would just sit here for 3 hours talking about stuff otherwise. And it's probably not that interesting. So I'd rather get some gameplay in as well, while we wander about. And also, it'll spark off, you know, me thinking about stuff as well. You know, it'll make me think about things like, oh, well, what about this? And oh, trying to find that, and etc, etc. So that's what we're doing. Maybe we could play some Broken Arrow. Honestly, I haven't played enough Broken Arrow yet to really want to play. Like, I just feel like I just don't know what I'm doing. Honestly. Just don't know what I'm doing. I need to watch like Nice Guys, like 2-hour video on like mechanized combat. It's so different to the RTSs that I usually play. I'm usually like a base builder economy kind of guy. I'm not really a tactical like Rome Total War type player. You're totally right. Very good place of Grey Zone. So I played a bit of Broken Arrow. I played like 6 hours, 7 hours, something like that. And it's interesting. I quite like the tank micro. That's quite fun. You can like bait out anti-tank missiles and then reverse behind a building just to waste their ammo. That's quite cool that actually works. I don't understand air at all in Broken Arrow, like at all. My air is either useless or gets shot down, one or the other. Is C2 unlock permanent? No, it's not. And then the yeah, it's just really, really crazy. Like Broken Arrow is just like really hard. The game's actually really hard, like, genuinely really difficult. It's like it's a very conceptual game. Like you can't just cookie cutter your way through it, because you can actually do like that's how you get better at the other RTSs. Is that you like basically you just take a build order. I know the Dex is sort of similar, but like you kind of take a build order, and then you against people who are bad at like StarCraft, Command and Conquer, Dawn of War, you know, Age of Empires, those kind of games. Against people who are bad, you can just win purely on economy without actually necessarily being good at the game. You don't have to be that good at micro, right? If you just out macro somebody, you could just beat them that way. But this game is not like that, because it's all about it's like the game's like really awkward. It's like positioning. It's a bit like Dota, right? It's like it's got this like weird. It's not necessarily that intuitive to what you're supposed to do. You have to like really look at how the point system is allocated, and that really drives like how you play. Is it? Yeah, exactly. It's like War now. It is like War now. Yeah, it's basically like modern day War now. Not that I've played War now, but everybody says it's like War now. Unrelated, but I really love that Frogman camo fleece strip where I refuse to give them even more money on the website. Yeah, Standard plus Arena is probably the bang for buck in Tarkov. First game I played on computer is StarCraft. I came to StarCraft really, really late. But I played lots of other strategy games. But I still did give it StarCraft a good go. But by the time I was playing StarCraft, it was like the run up to StarCraft 2. So people had been good at StarCraft for a very, very, very long time at this point. So it was very difficult to get anywhere on that. But again, that's the thing. Like, you learn the build orders, you started to get better at stuff. Like, that game was like full on. That game was like really full on. StarCraft 2 is an insanely hard game. Insanely hard game. Do I want to keep this guy? AKMSN with like crap durability? Probably not. I probably want to strip this for parts, don't I? Realistically. I don't even know if I'm going to keep the underbarrel launcher. Like the underbarrel launcher, I really do think is quite bad. I think I'm maybe just going to take this and then sell the rest of the gun. Like, it's in such bad condition. It's going to just jam or something. I've got better guns that I can use this with. I'm just going to sell the underbarrel launcher. I'm genuinely not going to use it. I'm really not. APS pistol. Use that either. I have more guns than I actually need. How long will the hardcore wipe last? We don't know. I think Christmas, but let's see. Anything else going up on Nikita's Twitter? No, not right now. You have to unlock feature every wipe. Yes. The most annoying part of StarCraft is the need to train yourself to macro on autopilot. I wasn't really into drilling autopilot. Yeah, I know. New website available. Okay, probably not that interesting for us. Yeah, so like the whole like broken arrow is just, it's hard for that reason because you have to think about that. This is the thing that, like, yeah, you're doing the usual stuff, but just think about what other people are thinking about. It's like all of that usual strategy, tactics, blah blah blah. But you also have to think about like how the game is structured. That was the hardest. That's genuinely been the hardest part for me so far, is like understanding exactly what balance of like offense. Because I think in other strategy games, it's more, I would say it's more obvious what you have to actually do, right? Kill the other person's base so they can't build anything. Okay, like that's, you know, I got it, boss. Like I understand, mission understood. Whereas in Broken Arrow, it's just like, well, they have infinite number of units, and so do you. Fundamentally. So it's like, how do I efficiently, because the points are awarded based on how efficiently you dispatch your enemies, not necessarily just on like the number that they kill. Because if you lose lots of troops while taking lots of, you know, if you kill lots of them but you take more casualties, you actually end up like down on points, even if you're up on territory. Like it's a bit of a weird game. So we've got 5 of these now. We need another one. Where else is good for meds? Just trying to think. Interchange's got some meds rooms, but I think they're locked behind like that. Mantis one is locked behind a key. I don't really want to go on interchange either. I'm just trying to think like where they might be. Reserve's got some. Streets, sure. Your shooting range is ready. I know. I don't necessarily want to use all the bolts on it. The shooting range is not very important. It's just not that important because you can test stuff in. I don't really test guns that often because I typically tend to know what they're like, and I usually use offline raids if I actually want to test something properly. But this guy needs lots of bolts. I mean, I'm probably going to find these before I find the hoses. So, but I was keeping my powder dry for it basically. That was the reason. Yeah, Streets has 3 pharmacies. Streets is really hard to get out of though. I mean, maybe like Streets has got like really endgame people in it. Ground Zero keeps some med spawns. Maybe. Above low mid master Starcraft 2 stopped being a game and started being a job since all the players above had invested 200 hours. Man, normally I have an idea what to be doing on the wipe. This time I have no idea what to expect. That's partly what today is about. Labs. I mean, we could try Streets. I've not really played Streets. Should have saved my flair for this, but never mind. We could try Streets. I'm not opposed to Streets. I might actually, because Streets is a bit... Actually, maybe I do keep it like this. I'm going to keep it like this. On Factory, yeah, it's okay, but kind of get into a lot of fights. Can you quickly run through how we should set up our wish list? It's going to depend on what they do. I think I'm gonna have to like make that on the day. I'm not setting my wish list up yet because it's going to depend. Any idea how to fix not getting email for the launcher? I'm not sure. You have to ask the support. Is this your first day of wipe setup, level 1? It's going to depend on what they do on level 1 traders, but I mean, I think this is a good loadout if you can get access to this. I think you probably won't be able to buy this optic, but like I'm probably going to be using something. It depends on what I find, but I'm going to be using something along the lines of this most of the early wipe, I think. Is automatic wish list setting good for new players? Yes, because it means that it automatically shows you the things you need for the hideout, so that's helpful. You brainstorming right now? Kinda, yeah, because like nobody really knows. General farming, prefer reserve, though you have the usual issue of hard to get out. Yeah, you have to get like no backpack, which is annoying. Transit to Lighthouse gives you a spawn close to path to shoreline. That's a good point, actually. You can go to reserve, then transit out to Lighthouse, and then just leave. I suppose. We should try that, actually. Where's the extract for that? That is on the left-hand side, right? By the fence. The hole in the fence. Probably going to lock some traders? Maybe. Maybe. What else was I saying? Oh, we were talking about games, weren't we? Yeah, so what did I play the other day? So I played a bit of Broken Arrow, but like I was kind of put off. I mean, this is probably like me being a Timmy, the same way as like Timmy's come to the Tarkov Reddit and feel the same way. I got put up by seeing like so many like blatant cheaters on the Reddit. I was actually a bit like, oh, this is kind of lame. Also, because it's 5v5, and all the guides basically say don't play by yourself. I have a friend who has it actually, but we're not on a very sensible schedule, so it means that I'm probably going to be playing more against the AI, because like all the games I've played so far, it's been like at best 3v4 because of people leaving the games, which is really, really annoying. So Broken Arrow is like, it's kind of hard to play like just casually. You just don't get into like good games half the time, which is really annoying. Who has 5 friends? You don't need 5, but like they were saying like you need to play like with at least one other person so that you can like strategize and synergize with each other's decks. You don't need to be a 5 stack per se, but yeah, so Broken Arrow is interesting, but I've like not, I don't know, I don't feel like necessarily like compelled to play. Like, it certainly is like intriguing me, but I'm like, man, like I don't just want to like jump on solo queue. It just doesn't feel good to me. And it's like 45 minutes long as well, and the game can't last any shorter than that. I feel like structurally it's a bit annoying. I played Red Dragon for ages, find it much better than Broken Arrow. There's just something off on Broken Arrow. War game Red Dragon. Yeah, see, I don't play those kinds of games usually. Like, it's because it's the first RTS for ever that I've seen actually be like, looks like it's half decent. I've been watching Sheriff Elo play. He almost always has a stream sniper against him. I mean, in a 45-minute game, it's going to make it even easier, right? Like, stream sniping in a game like that. Official Discord. Yeah, I just don't know if I want to play randoms. I'm just not sure if I can be bothered. So I ended up, so the other day, I bought a few things on Steam sale. Just because I was browsing through. I bought Firewatch, because I'd literally just listened to like Veritas and Jesse talking about various games, and V had said that was good. So I played that, and that was good. Like very story, but that was cool. I also bought Kerbal Space Program, because I've never actually played that. And I bought Dyson Sphere Program. Those are the 3 games I bought. Not played any Kerbal yet. I finished Firewatch because it's only 3 hours long. And I started to play Dyson Sphere. I'm actually intrigued. It's funny that you say that, Thornbridge, about like I've heard Supreme Commander is still going strong. Supreme Commander is like a weird game, but Dyson Sphere program feels a bit like if you combine Supreme Commander with Factorio. Ever played the Long War mods to the new XCOM games? No, I've played Which XCOM have I played? I didn't finish it. I played the one where... Was it 2 or 3? Man, I can't remember. I feel like I don't have enough time for XCOM. XCOM kind of takes too long. It was fun. It was definitely interesting. Can't remember. I'm not sure exactly how far through I got. It's really hard though. XCOM is really hard. Recently played through XCOM 2. Boy, that was a buggy mess. Oh really? The one I played wasn't buggy. It was just hard. Dyson's quite a long game. You can kind of dip in and out though. A bit like Factorio. Like my last Factorio playthrough, basically I did a Factorio playthrough offline, off stream, you know, just on my own, because it's how I like to play Factorio. On Space Age, and my save is like 200 and something hours. Oh. Something bad's happened. You know what's really weird? What's really weird is that I can actually see on my capture card. But I can't actually see... I can't actually see it myself. Oh, my actual PC's turned off. All right, can you hear me again? Good. There's one advantage of having 2 PCs. Oh my goodness, it's Steam. Telling me about the summer sale. Go away. One nice advantage about having 2 PCs is the stream stays live if the gaming PC crashes, which is quite useful. And my camera is plugged into my stream PC. But my microphone is plugged into my gaming PC. So that's why my audio, you can still see me. I can still read chat, but you can't hear me anymore. Since you can never hear us, yeah, I can't hear you. That's true. Right, let me just open up a few more things again. Close all this rubbish. Okie dokie. I think we back. Wonder why that happened. It's probably because I pushed it on like DLDSR like Uber mode. You know, it's on like turbo 4K super res, whatever. There we are. It's fixed. How do the promo codes work when buying EFT? I honestly have no idea. Do they give you a code to put in? How does the sale... Is the sale just for everyone? I'm actually not even sure. The amount of sorcery you must have done to set it all up. It genuinely took me... I thought it was going to be annoying. But it genuinely took me like 3 full days. In the end. I didn't think it was going to take that long. And there were still issues. There were still issues. At least now it's working. People always say the audio is the worst. And it definitely is. But I ended up bypassing a lot of those issues. Basically, the problem that you have with the two PC setup when you're streaming is that it sounds simple, right? But you've got sound coming from your main PC going to your streaming PC. That then is getting compiled in OBS and sent off to the stream. So the first problem is when I was on a single PC stream, I record on multi-track because it means that I can have my voice on one line and have the game on another line. So if I want to like stop me from talking, but not have the game not have any sound, I can actually cut my mic out. But then to do that on the streaming PC means I need to send 2 audio tracks through. So that's really annoying. And then you also need to be able to hear when someone's raided you or subbed or something. So you need audio from the stream PC to come back to your main PC and hear it in your own headset. So it's quite complicated. The way I did it in the end, because some people do it with like cables. I looked into it cables, and people are like, oh, you know, you can do it with cables, but then you need like earthing leads and all sorts. Like, it gets really complicated. I'm doing audio virtually through the LAN, which is actually the easiest way. But that is sorcery. There's a program called Voice Meter Banana that most people use, and it allows you to send virtual audio channels across the LAN, which is what I do. So I have 2 audios going from this PC to that PC, which is my mic, and then the rest of the computer. And then I have an audio coming from, basically, if that computer plays audio, like music, like... Basically, it's all of that PC's audio then comes back this way. But yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad. So let's give Tarkov a go to warm up before I wipe. I was surprised by the amount of newbies playing Woods right now. There are some, yeah. Yeah, so I started playing, what we were just saying before it cut out. I started playing Dyson Sphere Program, because I played Factorio, I played Satisfactory, and it was on sale. It was like really cheap. I think it was like £12 or something. And I was like, you know what, it seems good. And it's got that kind of like universe sort of lots of star. Like, I like star systems and stuff like that. Quite like that kind of thing. So that you can go from one star to the next. Not quite the same as hopefully there's loads. Why are we having an issue here? Okay, it's worked. All right. So, what the hell was that? That's got to be bullet crack bug, right? Look, I'm really late. Look, I'm spawning in super late. This isn't the beginning of the raid. This is like 8 minutes after. This is not about spawns. This is not about spawns. I'm like nearly 10 minutes into the raid. Okay, so what did we want to do? We wanted to do pharmacies, didn't we? That's what we were up here for in the first place. Yeah, that was weird. Unlikely to get shot from over there, I think. Could, but... USB. I guess I need a hard drive to do the gunsmith one. So we should check to see if there's any PCs or anything. Are there any actual computers in here? I know there's stuff that spawns on the desks, but... Is that a green badge? It is. Nice. Hate to beat that guy about all the new accounts we've been seeing, but played a wipe. Never saw any new players mid-play wipes. Only BSG bans, much cheaters, releases the list. Woo, new accounts everywhere. Find it coincidental. Why did you spawn in so late? Because my PC crashed. And it crashed like halfway through loading. So you can actually there are ways to force that. It's kind of funny. You can like if you sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes you die. So this is the issue. Sometimes it doesn't actually load you in properly. So you do have to be a little bit careful with it. But there are technically ways that you can finesse your spawn time by like Alt F4ing before or ending the process before you've loaded in. And it will like hold your position on the server, but you don't actually spawn in. Like your body never appears. Like there are ways of doing it, but it's a bit hit and miss. And as I said, sometimes it just kills you. Fuel conditioner Xeno. Was that something before? Stuck. Filing cabinets are just so freaking loud. It's my main issue with them. They're just so loud. Half in, half out? Yeah. Prep for hardcore? Mm-hmm. I think this is going to be the go-to gun, though. So long, depending on what they do with the traders. So what else then? What other good hardcore tips? Has anybody thought about anything that's like really, really useful? I've got quite a few things written down. I want to put together something about, strategies for the wipe. Has anybody got anything? I mean, obviously, may not want to share, but if you want to talk about like, I think it's going to really depend on what happens. So I don't think there's anything super secret. Stashes, use the map stashes. I think that's going to be interesting. Where's the best place to actually look for stashes now? Like the stash maps. Is it that one with the paid gated thing? Collect the brown handled knives. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be good though, because the brown handled knives you need to combine them with the bayonet, and the bayonet's not very common. That was my issue. Bosses' spawn rates are high. Bosses might end up being reliable-ish source of gear. I have thought about this. What do we think is the kind of the best bosses to go for? And it all depends on. I'm imagining that they won't have alt-ins. I was thinking. So you've got where were they? So I was thinking like Sturman because there's less of them. It's onwards. With Sharla. So it's Sturman because there's only 3 of them. He has no armor. So he's probably the easiest one to kill with like bad gear. Vishala, assuming that, because he spawns in annoying places and the AI is not that great, assuming they don't have their ult-ins and stuff like that. Then maybe Tagilla, because he's always there in factory, it's small, if he's there pretty much. He's kind of annoying to take down, but he does have some weak spots at the back of his head and whatever. Then maybe Sanitar, although again, it depends like where he spawns and what they spawn with. Then Kolontai, he's annoying because he has the baton. Kaban, probably a bit of pain because there's so many of them. And you do have to know the run. Maybe it's easy though, because it's the same every time. So maybe that's not too bad. Gluha, he's got a billion guys, so that's actually really annoying. And then Killer, because he's sort of hard to find, but he's really, really hard to kill. And so he can surprise you and kill you, is what I was thinking. We don't know anything about the goons, Partisan, or the cultists yet though. What does that mean with bosses? They are technically bosses, but we don't really know. You will die trying to loot Sherman? Possibly, yeah. Because people will know, won't they? People will know that you've killed him. Sash is probably not worth hyper-focusing on. I think it depends on what the loot pools are. Glueheart with a duo? Seems to be quite hard to kill him. But they said anything about Arena? No, not yet. Beef, are all items unlocked and labs free? Nope. There's no pre-wipe at all, other than bosses 100%. Rashad, but only for dorms. Run water treatment, sit in the right side, building top floor. Rogues will push for free gear and free meds. I mean, maybe. Do they still do that, though? To get us easy enough with the shotgun? Maybe. Healing with your meds gives more XP than healing with therapist. If you have meds for it, XP will be at premium. Maybe. But money's also going to be premium, so it's going to be kind of hard. And like meds might be at a premium too, so it depends. If they keep ammo for the bosses, things will be primo for content. If the ammo is good on the bosses, then they're going to be the best place to farm, I think. No one has killed me as often as that last 5th glue hard guard this fight. Yeah, they're hard. They're hard. Rogues and Raiders. Isn't 1.0 is some other time. There's another wipe between then and now. Do they might make bosses and guards have high level gear? No, I don't think they'll make it unleachable. I don't think so. Right, we need to get to a pharmacy. So we got to cross this road. We're just going to give it a try. Try and duck down and get to this pharmacy over here. What's my exits anyway? Oh god, there's a sniper scav there. Sewer River. Actually not awful. My Caban's area is probably the hottest around this bit. Just simply because, like, 100% boss spawn rate. Apollo SIGs for night vision. Which ones are they? Which night vision is it? I forget. Sanitar is fairly easy to defeat, but it depends on how popular Shoreline will be as a map. I don't think it'll be that popular, especially the early wipe. I just don't think it will be. The poopy monocular. Better than nothing, though. Been practicing with the EOD, MDR, and AVS. M855 default ammo. Yeah. Do you think Kollontai is going to farm level 1s on Ground Zero? There's some of you saying to me that maybe he doesn't spawn on the level 1 Ground Zero, and I genuinely can't remember. Wonder what traders will look like. Yeah, I don't know. Any more tweets since the Grok one? Let me check. No, just them tweeting about their websites. Nikita's not replied to anybody, so yeah, no, nothing yet. He does not spawn on low-level Ground Zero. It makes sense, but I'd kind of like not really thought about it. Goes with the tank helmet. Oh, that one is actually quite bad. Yeah, he replied to Grok and Sheaf. What did he say to Sheaf? Exactly, 1.0 doesn't have a date. God, we're just going to have to be so careful in Raid. I'm getting really low FPS looking towards the boss. I get much more looking this way. Damn, streets is hot. The wrong kind of toothpaste. This will become known as the rat wipe. Do control settings usually reset? No, not normally. Does kind of depend, but not normally. Best weapon, the one-shot 760 54R. He's only on level 20 map. Okay. Thoughts of not being able to set the time. Cut servers in half and then we not a day for every map. Possible. Q&A if this Tarkov TV is going to be wild. Well, they don't do Q&A, do they? You just randomly pick stuff out of the... I don't think we normally find anything interesting in those. Right, so where's the other pharmacies then? So there's one pharmacy. Next pharmacy is like on the main road over here somewhere. Don't know if we want to go over there though. Take screenshots today about binds. Or just copy your controls to INI file. Ah, it's the one with the roundy. That's the one we want. You put out a thoughts video? Not yet. I wanted to do a strategy video. Not just like my thoughts about stuff, but just like, yeah, actual strategy video for hardcore. Med crate. Which one? Next to front door? Which front door? Oh, over the other side? I kind of don't want to go that side. How many crates in here? Got like flashbacks to the labyrinth. In the hall, too late. Work harder, not smarter. Don't know copying I9 files. Yeah. All the scavs. They're coming. They're creating the passage to the theatre. I'm getting very low FPS today. It's probably because I've got it in like Uber 4K mode again. Is that the guy above me? Sniper scav? Probably was, right? Ah. Open up this. Carver's take it. I'll turn this baby down a little bit. That's a bit better. You going for prestige? Nah. Too boring. The quests you have to do for that, I just can't be bothered to do. I actually, at this point, I just don't think I'm ever going to get a Kappa again. I'm just not sure I'm going to be bothered. Parliaments? 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 Oh my god. What's actually useful here? Honestly, probably not the sugar, actually. One of the things we kind of don't really need. Same with M-tape. Reload gun. Yeah. I'll repack it. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have the 5 times spent? I actually do, yeah. I can drop this right now, I guess. Test drive made it so annoying. Lots of things made it so annoying, to be honest with you. Okay. Then there's the final... There's the last pharmacy, which is like all the way at the other end. What's it near to? I guess we could go from there to start a bit building elevators. Not really a great place to be, though. And I don't really want to go through the middle of here. If I go... I'm just trying to think where to go here. I haven't played streets for a bit. So we go at the back. Going down the street also feels like a real... I think about doing it at some point. Having a weekly task could be... More could be helpful, but Shooter 1 in Heaven test drive. It's Shooter 1 in Heaven, Tarkov Shooter, you know, Psycho Sniper, test drive, and the bosses. Those are the annoying ones. Is Wipe tomorrow? They say yes. Nice Guy said they're making a lot of changes to the transits. Yes, I think they are. Well, they're making it so that transit's, like, much more doable. Let's see if I can circle past this way. I don't really want to go through that. Like, going through that, historically, has just been a death sentence. And by there, I mean post office. Post office always seems just full of people. So I'm going to try and go... I'm trying to, like, map out some safer paths this wipe. I think that's going to be preferable. Do you think the map block will be active for scavs too? Possibly. Hard to know right now. We don't know what they're doing with scavs yet. Nikita said scavs being nerfed, but we don't know how. That's the issue. We don't know how. We don't know what that means. But scav is going to get nerfed. Because some people were complaining about scav not being nerfed. And ref not being nerfed. And Nikita replied to them and said, yeah, they are. Morale marker. There goes someone with the flare. I've already got one hard drive, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to loot the body. PV going to be hardcore too? I doubt it. Can't wear contact 2s and the Chimera hat at the same time. That's kind of BS. Wipe's going to be a rat stream. With forced transiting. We're going to have to see. Player scav or AI scavs? Yeah, they're going to turn down AI scav, like the amount in some way. We don't know what they're going to do yet. We actually just don't know right now. But they said that's going to happen. Basically, they've given us some of the headline features of this wipe. And then Nikita said, yeah, we're changing everything, by the way, so don't worry about it. These paint pots often get me stuck. I feel like I now know to avoid those paint pots because you can't path through them. What's that weird noise? Quite a few med bags in here actually. Are your graphic settings on your YouTube channel? You can, yeah, you can get the settings there. That's one way to get them. What should I do here? Should I get rid of the med tools, nails, something, matches? I don't think I need the matches. Why FOV62? It's a nice middle ground. The issue with Tarkov is that sometimes you need to see people further away. The higher your FOV, the less you're able to see at distance when you're just like scanning. Yo! Becky, thank you for the 10 gifteds, man. Appreciate it, dude. 10 gifteds. What a time. Win, win, win. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you so much, man. Do you need aquapeps? I think we do need aquapeps. Syringe? I think I already did the syringe thing. Love the stream. Thank you, man. Okay, we're going to head through here. Keep some of the barters to be the same. Matches, UV lamps. Which one's the adrenaline one? What do you need to do for that? I forget. If you do exclamation specs, I think you should be able to see it. Transit is a scav. I don't... You can't move items as a scav, I don't think. Can you? BPO silence might be better because you get it as soon as Jaeger. I have a feeling they're going to delete all the suppressors from the traders. Aquapeps, I think it's... Isn't it nutrition though? Don't you need it for like some weird nutrition thing? Why is everyone saying wipe tomorrow? Because Nikita said it. Loud wipe, good wipe. Do you think the tweet is a troll or truth? I think it's going to be. At this point. I think it's going to be. Do exclamation tweet. Sorry, exclamation wipe, and you'll see it. I took a picture of it for everyone. Because I know not everybody's even on Twitter. So some people don't have an account because they don't like it. Which I fully appreciate and accept. Unfortunately, I kind of have to be on there, but... This pharmacy sucks, man. Like, the official BSG account retweeted it and stuff, so I feel like it's pretty much a done deal. Okay, well, I guess we're going to go Stylobate building elevator then. Medbag was right there behind the register. Oh, am I just like not paying attention? I'm half between chat and half between this. What did you say? Behind the register? Wait, where's the register? Oh, here. Twitter is bad, but it's not as bad as Reddit. So many people prestige today, gonna be pissed with no wipe tomorrow. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe yes, maybe no. So what do we have to be careful with the transit thing? I guess it depends on which maps are open, right? We have to kind of watch out for which maps are going to be open, which maps are going to be closed, kind of thing. Is it? I feel like there's some stuff up here. Do you get shot by the sniper in this area? I feel like it's only if you go over that side. There were always some crates over here, though, that I never, ever loot, because they're just, like, too far out of the way. Beef, do you ever run ads? I'm not subbed and you yet see an ad. I do. I do. You have to, otherwise you get pre-rolls, unfortunately. I know, Twitch doesn't always play one, though. It depends what country you're in, too. What country are you in, Vicky? NA? I don't know then. I just run the minimum amount to keep the pre-rolls away so that when new people go, oh hey, I've seen that guy on YouTube, and then they click into my thing and then they get hit with like 14, 30-second ads back to back, they don't go, F this, I'm leaving. So yeah, I just run the minimum to get rid of that. I like your content a lot, would love to sub, but our schedules crash, that's why I gifted subs instead. Ah, I see. Well, no, I appreciate it either way, but dude, no worries. Appreciate it nonetheless. Now, did that meds in this one? I feel like no. I feel like sometimes it's just random stims. Anyway, we're full anyway. It's no big deal. Ah, no. Wolf Frosty, thank you for the prime. I've never seen ad either, also in NA. Maybe Twitch just doesn't run ads on my site. Who knows? Am I going to get, like, Collontide going this way? Actually, we don't need to go this way. We don't need to do this. I don't need to go that far. There we are. Ew, vodka. I'm not sure if we can bother to say that. The factory far corner. What's this one called again? What's the name of this guy? Stylebate building elevator. I ended up fighting an extract camper in here one time. Walking into the same window pane thrice, glad I'm not alone. Absolutely. While we're at monetization, I'm thinking about getting one of those fancy Henson razors. I'm pretty sure you did a promotion for them. I don't think I did. Must have been somebody else. I was listening to ScavTalk while all of the white news was dropping. It was a pleasant surprise. Is there a way to get... Is there a way to get pile of meds on barter? Can't remember. Don't remember now. Gingy said, I want to know how many people are doing Prestige right now because of Nikita's tweet. Hayes said, people don't realise that everyone hitting Prestige is the actual wipe. That's pretty funny. Yeah, hard enough to loosely in the nearby offices. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on streets that used to be amazing, but now it's not very good anymore. What key did we get? RBRLSA. Lovely. And we got this bad boy. We got the hard drive to do the thingy. Can you just hand this thing in? I forget. I feel like this was really easy these days. You just need like do you need a laser? So it has to be 850, right? Is that the deal with this guy? What else did it need? I can't remember now. Oh, it needed 47 ergo. Does it have the extended mag? Is that the issue? Oh no, it is 6. Durability? Yeah, it might be durability actually. Yeah, I think it's this. I don't think you even need the hard drive. I think you just need the sprut. As long as you have the sprut or the doodad. Because you can do it the other way as well. Like if you don't find one on a, I'll do it this way. If you don't find one on the guy, there's a barter for meds. Not worth it though. Level 1 therapist. So it might be worth it if you need the key though. See, because this you get from the, and that gives you this thing on the side. So you can do it either way. I think you can either get the sprut or you can do it the other way. But then, yeah, this one, I mean, you need a 60 round mag for this guy. You need a 60 round mag for this, or 50 round mag for this guy. I guess they'll probably leave those things on the traders, I suppose. This isn't like super hardcore. Nikita changed his, oh, he did. Nikita changed his profile picture. Prestige ain't hardcore. You can shuttle 24 bitcoins over, so I started with 2 scav junk boxes. Do you think we'll still be able to utilize the injector case next fight? I kind of feel like we might. I feel like it might be the big meds that you're not allowed to use. Like the big painkillers. Golden Star, Vaseline, blah, blah, blah. And like maybe CMS serve. If they want to be really, really evil. The thing is, would not be... If they got rid of all of the stims off the traders, then it would be quite difficult to get them in the first place. And then it would mean more. It'd mean more then, like, once you do actually get them. Yeah, this is what I mean. Oh no, you need salt, don't you? And a relay. You don't need Aquapeps. Is Aquapeps for anything at all? It sells for like 15k, so it's still kind of worth picking up. You can get Dorms 220 key with it. You can get green flare cartridges, which on hardcore is actually kind of cool. That's on Jaeger though. So Jaeger 2, you can get green flares. Because I can't get any green flares myself, but I have, because I have the signal pistol. If we were playing hardcore for longer, it would matter more. But in Jaeger 2, we could actually buy the green flare cartridges, so I could get one kind of whenever I want, as long as I've got enough Aquapeps. Interesting. Craft them with bottled water to make Aquamaris. Okay. So yeah, nothing hideout. I thought it was hideout. I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. So hard to remember all the stuff you need in this game these days. It's interesting. If you prestige and stash some items, will it transfer over a wipe? You should try it. We need a spreadsheet with items we need after the wipe. I know. We need to actually really think about it as well. Like, really, really think about it. Because it's not going to be easy. It is not going to be straightforward at all. In my opinion. We'll make the chemicals quest useless if we can't. Yeah, and it would just make the whole stims case pointless. So I feel like you probably will be able to, but I think it'll be balanced by the fact that stims will be a lot rarer, and you'll only be able to barter for some of the high level ones later on the traders. What's green for? Extracts? Yeah. Yeah, it's the same one as the Jaeger like one that you buy, the handheld one. It's the one that allows you to do it. Shouldn't the messages will get right? They were, so originally when Prestige came out, there was a bug where if you went out into a raid with loads of insured gear and you just dumped loads and loads and loads and loads of insured gear and then you prestiged, it would come back. So you could get all of your insurance. They did fix that, so maybe that came with it. But exactly, we talk BSG, like you never know what level of unholy cookery is going on with BSG, right? That wasn't an actual wipe. No, I know. I wouldn't underestimate the sorcery that goes on behind closed doors at BSG, though. Like the fact that the game even runs... I have a friend who's quite experienced with both Unreal Engine and Unity, and they were like, I'm astounded the game runs. It's a miracle the game even runs at all. Imagine they forget to turn off the flea again. Yeah, that was a good one last time, wasn't it? That was a good one. Where they were like, oh, yeah, we just forgot to turn off the flea market, so people could just like buy marked room keys off the bat at level 15. Don't you think Gunsmith Quest would be almost impossible without a market? Depending on what they do with the traders, honestly. The fact that, so the first one has got, so, like, it's not that bad, right? Like, this one, obviously you need to do so, like, it's going to be a lot harder, but it depends if you're able to get, like, you can get a 60 round mag eventually from Lavatory. You're not going to be able to whiz through them. They're going to take a while. But they need to add barters to the traders to make them work. That's the thing. What was the game mode? Giga apps was easiest, fast for PvP turns. Giga said. Game mode, Giga said, was the easiest, fastest for PvP to unlock some season stuff. Are you talking about Arena? Imagine a meme. Lots of people took PTOs first week, and then there's going to be no wipe. There's a new way to transfer loot like that. I wonder if that. So the transit thing as well. Like currently, I think it's still the same in the game, where if you transit, and then you like Alt F4 the game while you're transiting, you go back to your hideout. Currently, so if that's still in the game, that's going to kind of break the transit thing. Flea market makes gunsmith stupid. I mean, gunsmith is just stupid anyway, in my opinion. Gunsmith should be a how to build guns guide dynamically through what they ask you to do. Weapon safe key. Why? What kind of art is this? I don't think I've ever looked at this part before. What the hell kind of art is this? With 100% boss spawns to kill a killer, both have a chance of running the 60 rounders. That's true. That's true. Gunsmith should be about building and using a gun. It doesn't have to be. It could be. But like most of the guns in Gunsmith are just abominations as well. They're just horrible, right? They're just horrible abominations. They should be usable guns, and then maybe you have to go and get like a single kill. Or maybe even just something simple like 5 scav kills. You know, so you have to go out into raid and just like kill a few scavs. Like it should teach you how to make... It'd be fun, like if it forced you to make a meta M4 one time, for example. Like that would just be interesting. It would just be like, oh, well, yeah, great. Five scav kills or a PMC kill or two. I don't know whether... Has PSG ever managed to make like an Andor quest work like that? I don't know if they've managed to make it function. Also for casuals, under interchange, there's over 20 reference cases that you can make great for gunsmith parts. What? Okay, this is a good question for everybody. What's your favorite source for like loot maps? Is it Map Genie? Because Map Genie is pretty good, but you have to put, I think there's a one-time like really cheap fee for it. Map Genie is easily the best. Is this the best for loot? $10. I mean, yeah, maybe it's worth it. It has every spawn. Is it actually good? Not always up to date. I don't mean none of them are, to be honest, but just the wiki if I'm looking for something specific. Most of the time they don't actually tell you though. Oh dear. I think that's a me issue, not a Map Genie issue. Map Genie will also tell you the number of a certain type that have spawned. For the 3D maps on the wiki. They're a bit like, they're not necessarily that great for loot though. I like them. They're not necessarily that great for loot. Or the wiki one. The wiki one's pretty good. I mean, I usually use the wiki one personally. To try to be literate, arena mode you said was most efficient. Want to try and get it done, skins, etc. And go back to PvE waiting for 1.0. I mean, if you want to do skins, you need to go and do the battle pass like ASAP before it closes. It's been out for like 2 months or something. So there's weapon camos and stuff like that that are going to transfer over to the base game. But if you want to be efficient, it depends what you want. If you want to be efficient with, like, it sounds like arena is going to be nerfed this white for the hardcore stuff. So I don't know. I don't know yet. No one's sure now at the moment whether that's going to actually be good or not to play arena. We don't actually know right now. Map Genie is really bad, often outdated, and scam you for money. Things that should be free. Target.dev. I mean, Target.dev is amazing, but I didn't know that they do like that detailed loot maps. Do they? Let's have a look. I mean, I love this website. This website is like by far my favorite website. I have to be fair. I have a couple of like websites that I really love, but these are like these. This is not the same, and these maps are not the same. Like Target.dev is beautiful, but these maps are just maps from the wiki. Like, it's not 1 ruble time yet? No, but apparently wipes tomorrow regardless. What's the update, Captain Beef? So Nikita posted wipe tomorrow on his Twitter. Loads of the Battle State staff retweeted it. So did the official Escape from Tarkov page. Somebody said, Grok, is this true? Which is 2025, you know, the typical brain rot reply, as usual. And said, yeah, there's wipe tomorrow, blah, 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 you know, let's go. And Nikita reposted that and said, Glock knows. Tarkov Market has maps for all. I actually use Tarkov Market. Aha. Is this like correct? What do people think? Those who use Tarkov Market. Tarkov.dev interactive maps are different. Why? Where are they? Oh, this one. Yo. Okay. I was looking at the wrong one. Doesn't give you loot though, does it? Task item or container? Let's have a look. This is for tasks. Have you typed in like LEDX? Okay. There's a filter on the left, the weird icon above the full screen thing. Yeah, this one. Lootable items. Oh, okay, here we go. Whoa, okay, the interface is not actually that easy to use. Wait, where's it gone? I wonder if there's any way to undo all of these things. They need a clear all. Ah. Okay, here we go. Buried barrel cache. And right, this is it. Ground cache, for example. Okay. Okay, that is pretty good, actually. You have scrolled the whole website accidentally? What do you mean? Oh, well, down to the bottom. Oh, I see this thing. Oh, yeah. Could be easy to use, honestly. Okay, well, this is good, actually. Tarkov.dev probably is correct as well. It's almost certainly correct. Kind of clunky, but it seems okay. I mean, Tarkov.dev's like information is usually right. Because they take the actual information. So if you want something that's correct, I would go with Tarkov.dev, because it's not like usually anything that's done on Tarkov.dev is usually automated in some way, which means it's not like user generated. People aren't just like placing stuff on the map. Like as I say, you know, it's like it's the correct thing because they like take the actual thing and do it in an automated way. But that's why it's good. Okay, well that was useful. So Tarkov.dev maps are going to be goated for looking up certain things, looking at certain containers and stuff. Because that's going to be really handy though. Like basically all I wanted was just a way to go, okay, well here's all the caches, make sure I actually check them as I'm going past, because right now I'm really, really lazy with it. And then the ability to go, you know, medical crates and like remember exactly where they are, because I can't remember where they all are. They've changed these things so many times. And also now, half the time you don't actually see... So there's more med cases. So half the time you don't actually see the item where it's supposed to be. So you have to go past so many times to actually know that it's there, because half the time they don't spawn anymore because of dynamic loot. Tarkov Companion was not bad. Tarkov Companion is really good, but Tarkov Companion is not good for looting. It doesn't have the updated like loot maps like this. Tarkov Companion I love for quests, and I will be using it this wipe. It's brilliant for quests. And it's good for it's okay for tracking stuff as well. I was looking at is it Tarkov Tracker? No, it's not Tarkov Tracker IO because I didn't like that one very much. Oh, this one, yeah. This one's actually quite good. So we're gonna have to see when it gets updated. But this one's decent. TarkovTracker.ca. I actually spoke to this dude, Ace Jimbo. This one's really, really cool because basically, when you've got an item, you just click it. I've seen this one before. So you just click the items that you've got. And then if you want to reset it, you just like click and hold. And that resets it back to 0. So I quite like this one. Obviously, he's got to update it like when it comes through based on the changes. But I quite like this because I like the way it's ordered as well. I don't really like... yeah, it looks like there's way more sites with the same name. Yeah, I don't really like the other ones because of the way that they're listed. I find TarkovTracker.io really confusing, and it's also just listed like in a big block. This one's kind of done like sort of in order, and kind of makes a bit more sense. To me, at least. There's so many. This is the thing. There's so many. I do like that one, though. So many sessions nobody picks up. Yeah. Can I send a link to my Tarkov Notion sheet? I've got the maps and info in one place with links. What does that mean? Because, like, with the maps, though, are they going to have, like, full loot on them, like Tarkov.dev? Otherwise, there's not really much point, no? White Pipe would ensure if it's happening. Surely by this time of day, we would have the server down for X Post. We might not get that until later. Separates quest items and hideout. I mean, I love Tarkov Companion. Well, this one, yeah, this one's also got hideout as well. So this one's items tracker for quests. It's got a hideout tracker as well. Now, the only thing that I would prefer on TarkovTracker.ca is if it was listed by module. I think it's let me just see. There's a few people that don't like the fact that Tarkov Companion is on Overwolf, which is its own issue. I don't care, but... So this is Tarkov Companion. So they've got... Here's all the quests themselves. Here's the hideout, like, module station. Quest versus hideout. See, this isn't done by module, so I'm not as keen on that one. See, the thing is, this is so close to being good, this one. I love it for the quest stuff. The quest guide thing is amazing. Quest guide is just so good. To be able to go to the actual maps and it show you where all this stuff is, like, it's so good. I love it. I just love it for demonstrating stuff on screen because it's so easy to use. It's so quick and it's so nice to say, like, oh yeah, we're going to go here and do this and do that. There are some filters for loot. But, for example, I don't know whether you can do, like... Do they even have... I'm not sure if he's got stashes, I don't know. He's got safes, so you can look up where safes are. So they do actually show up and stuff. But I don't think it can ever be as detailed as Tarkov.dev. It's called Cache. How do you update yours, Tree? I'm intrigued. We've got the man himself. We were just looking at, like, various resources. So if we go to customs, for example, it's called Cache. Okay. Are you logged in? I am. At the top right, you have an edit button. You can download, if you just type in Tarkov Companion. It's through the Overwolf thing. Yeah, some people don't want to install stuff, so that's fine. I actually prefer it to be a standalone app. Is this the one you mean? Enable submissions, this guy? Review edit. Okay. Cool. There's so many of these things. Someone got banned today for the Tarkov market tracker. Is that the rat scanner or whatever? Like that one is definitely not allowed. Think there'll be Twitch drops for the wipe? I doubt it. Because it's hardcore. I doubt it. Yeah, did you ever consider... Because the thing is, with the trackers, I quite like... I quite like this. I kind of wish that there was a list. I kind of wish there was like a list, a bit like... Almost like the wiki or something. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. It's so hard to know like how you'd make the list right. Because this is kind of too... This is just too nebulous. The questing thing is brilliant, right? I love Tarkov Companion for questing. But like all the trackers for like hideout and stuff, it's difficult. It's actually hard to make one that's good. It's really difficult to make a good interface. Because I actually quite like this, and then you click on this, and it shows you like what you need. That's kind of cool, but then it's a bit like it's a bit too clunky to go back and forth. I tried Alyssa first, and it was very bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not even sure. It's one of those things. It's like, do you even want to automate it? That's probably the more important question. Do you actually even want to automate it? Do you want to just like go in and just add the stuff to the wishlist manually and then just pick them up in raid and then make the modules? It's so hard to know what you actually even want to do. I don't know what the best approach is. I thought rat scanner wasn't detectable. Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't know, if you show yourself using it or something, then BSG will probably ban you. Is rat scanner bannable? I mean, if they catch you using it, then sure. But no, what we were just saying is that for... Well, so was someone saying the Tarkov.dev doesn't work very well for the Sharla spawns? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued now what Tarkov.dev looks like on here. So if you go to like boss spawns, for example. So dorms, gas station, fortress. Why have they got Rishala spawns in here? Maybe it's because they're shared between Rishala and the cultists. It's weird that they got them in here. Rishala doesn't spawn in here. And cultists spawn here, no? Best tracking tool for quests? I really like Tarkov Companion. Just use several wish lists? Yeah. What's rat scanner? It's basically it's like a tool that you use. You put your mouse cursor over it, does like image recognition, and then pops up with the market price from like Tarkov Market. So something along those lines. So you don't have to learn like what's worth what. Like it's definitely non-TOS. Like if PSG looked at you and saw you doing it, then it's like not allowed, right? It's not always up to date. Even the quests have really good automation for items on the fleet, but not for quests and maps. I feel like they have some stuff. They have some. I know they have some automation for things like barters and whatever else. But yeah, maybe not the maps. I don't actually know. I would have assumed that Tarkov.dev was most accurate, but yeah, I mean these ones are just not correct. Why would that be bannable? Because they don't like using third-party tools. If they allow that, then they allow all sorts of stuff. No, he can spawn in the construction area. Are you certain? This is the building with the like provide viewership thing or whatever. Is it that one? The cameras one. I don't get about that. I thought we'd actually reveal places people were ratting. No. Seems a bit redundant as you just learn the prices by playing the game. Exactly. VSG2S, any third-party programs that modify the game automate gameplay provide an unfair advantage, since FatScanner does not modify or automate anything in the game. I think provide an unfair advantage is the idea, but I don't know. Shall I cameo in that building? I saw another streamer fight them there. Yeah, it just reads your screen. It's in a grey area. Thing is, they can't tell, right? So there's like... It's a bit like the window LUT, color LUT map thing. They couldn't tell about that either, but they said, don't do it. And they banned Artist Wars program, so you can't open Tarkov if you've got Artist Wars program open. He could just change the exe to something else, and then you could use that, right? If you make your own custom LUT program, you'll still be able to use that. It's not like they can't tell. They just stop you running those processes at the same time. Kind of thing. Not sure what the automation's based off. I used to update Tarkov enough then, but it turned out to be out of date most of the time and wrong in some cases. There's definitely some stuff that's like, if there was a quest before, and then it got removed, or there's like something incorrect on the flea, there's like a barter that's on the flea that's still in the game, but it's been disabled in game, it'll still appear on Tarkov.dev and stuff like this. There are things like that, but this is Vishala and Cultist. This is both of them. Okay, it doesn't work for that, but I wish I could go back to learning Tarkov. Those were the best days. Yep. New building you pointed out as the best place to fight the goons? Well, this one here. I mean, yeah, they spawn like in this area, don't they? Anyway. Okay, so... Right, well, I don't know if there's anything else to discuss and talk about with this. I'll probably... If the wipe actually ends up being tomorrow, which it seems like it's going to be, but if it is actually going to be tomorrow, then I'll probably spend... Because the game's going to be down most of the day, right? So I'm probably going to spend... I'll probably spend most of the day just like putting together a kind of like loose idea of like what to look for. Obviously, we won't be able to really do anything about like a specific guide. Here's what you're supposed to do. Here's how you're going to optimize it and all of this stuff. It's just not something that we're going to be able to do because we don't know enough until the actual day comes. We won't know exactly what BSG have done. It depends what's on the traders. It depends on like what the requirements are for the hideout. It depends on how the transit stuff ends up working out. Like it's really, we have no idea what's going to happen. Patch notes rundown. I guess yeah, because patch notes. Maybe I'm going to do 2 videos then. Maybe we'll do one about like wipes, because I wanted to do this wipe strategy one, but I was like, I don't want to do it like too soon because we might get more information. I want to do it closer to the wipe, and now it's suddenly gone from like, oh, here's page 1, here's page 2, here's page 3, here's Nikita's clarification. Oh, well, there's wipe now. It's going to be like tomorrow. Like, oh my god. Do you think there'll be new quests? There might be, yeah. There might be. Any advice for Day 1 Ground Zero? I despise that map. Almost want to skip it for a week, but that seems like suicide. Know the routes like the back of your hand. There are safer routes and there are less safe routes through Ground Zero. Understand the underground and know how to use that. Wait until the end of the... Because people are going to be like desperate to rush through. If you hate Ground Zero, just move slowly and wait until towards the end of the raid, because a lot of the PMCs are going to be trying to do their quests as soon as physically possible and then leaving. I might even write something down for that, actually, like Ground Zero, because Ground Zero is probably still going to be important. So I'll put a little bit in that. Like, that's part of the wipe strategy, actually, like just to complete your quests early on Ground Zero. But you don't want to rush, right? You want to make sure you actually get through. So yeah, people are probably going to be slow for hardcore, but people will also be quick in getting out once they're full, once they've got their quest done. People will be trying to like go through as many as possible. So the underground is better earlier on in the wipe, but lots of people may think that as well now. So there's a safe route. When we've got Tarkov Companion open, I'll show you. So there's a safer route through the top. So the issue, basically, the main issue with this is if you spawn down here by Nakatani, because there's a huge bottleneck in this area. And there's no underground here, right? This is Nakatani. So this is the meds bit. This is the flare exfil. This is the transit to streets. This is the big Terra Group building up here. If you spawn down here by Nakatani end, it's really annoying because there's literally just this street. you've got this building, Capital Insight, which you can be inside, and then you've got the car park. Up until this point, you have no choice about your route. You have to go through here. Now, after this, you do have a bit of a choice. You can either go down the main street, which is down through here, and you can like loop through here, but I wouldn't recommend that because this is where the bank is. And makes it this is a bit tricky, and the car extract's over here. So I wouldn't recommend that necessarily. The best way to get underground, and this is where the choke point happens normally, is you go through the car park and you get into here, into this building. This is one with all the computers. It looks like this. And then you get into this bit. This is the main choke, because this allows you to go underground through these stairs, which then lets you go basically across anywhere else in the map that you'd like to. And this section lets you go above ground. So you can go up here through there, round here to the back. Then you can scooch out of here all the way along, go down the staircase. So the staircase is up here. So the staircase here, and then that lets you get down to this bit, and then go out of here if you want to, or skip across and then go up to Emacom or whatever. So like either do that or then go underground. You go all the way along. You can get to Emacom this way through the underground parking, up that side. You know, so it's probably harder that way. This side kind of depends, because you sort of have the option of going down to Mirror Extract, which is this one here. So you need the green flare, but there's a body here that spawns one. So if you spawn either in this building or up here, you're almost incentivized to like run and grab that first, because then you can always come and do it later. But ultimately, you're going to have to get across here. So, like, this is the harder part of the map, I think. If you're over this side, it's not actually too bad. But you just try and take it easy, take it slow. You know, remember that some of these ones, so this key, so there's the science quest where you have to go over, you have to find the scientist in this bit, then you have to grab the key, then you have to go into here, then you have to unlock it, then you have to grab the hard drive, then you have to escape. You can actually get through in this second room here, out the window and back in. You don't need the key. But you do still need to visit the body, otherwise you can't actually do the quest. Need to remove the bottleneck near Nakatani Towers. Yeah, this is horrible. So on hardcore, I've killed somebody being stood in here. Because like, what's the alternative, right? It's like, what, you're going to run down the street? Like, this is freaking suicide. Especially later on in the wipe, because this is this Capital Insight building. This is where the grenade launcher is, or machine gun. It's one or the other. So this is like a classic shooterboard in heaven spot, right? Because like, you can see down all the way to here. It's kind of mental. It's kind of mental. Yes, only one could take the taxi as well. Yeah, that's annoying. It's the AGL? Okay, good. Yeah, but like that's the thing. Just play it slow. People are going to be leaving the raid. The extracts are quite close. People do leave the raid once they've got their quest done. So it's not actually too bad. The taxi one's annoying. You basically just need to like rush that one. Maybe just like sit next to it and defend. For the taxi one, I think you just need to take it. I don't think you need to survive. It's called burning rubber. Use the paid vehicle extractions. You don't even need to survive. So basically, if you spawn up here, just go and do that ASAP. Potential for some very rough starts in this map. Yeah, I just tried to be chill and just try to like... You just need to let the map breathe a little bit. Like a lot of them, actually. Just try not to run around too much. It gets a bit crazy if you run around too much. Okay, friends. Well, we shall see. We shall see. I've got to go. But we shall see what happens. Well, as soon as the wipe hits, I'm going to be on a lot. And I'm going to be on for probably like 2 weeks. Because I'm also here as well. I'm actually away from home. So I'm going to be like putting in a ton of time. Oh, whoops. There we go. I think the wipe's actually tomorrow. Just book it down the streets, especially in the park area in front of Labs building. Pretty hard to spot you, I feel. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So yeah, I'm going to try and put together something wipe guide related. I'm going to keep my eyes glued to Twitter tonight to see whether there's any interesting information. I'll think about some more stuff to put in the strategy guide to just get people's like wish list sorted. I'll probably post something relatively quickly about the wish list, I think. Don't know whether I'll do it as its own video or not. I'm not sure, but we'll have to see. Like, get yourself set up, and yeah, I'll just try to put together something so that we can have some semblance of an understanding. I mean, maybe I even maybe I do one like on the day before while it's patching, and then I do one the same day, because I'm not going to do it like as soon as it's launched, right? Because I've got to play the game a bit and then put together another guide for playing the following day. So everything that you might have missed, or if you didn't get to play day one, or whatever it might be, then we'll do it. So we will see. We'll see. I'm just going to put as much content as I can, as usual, during the white period. So this might be the last day, 16.7, maybe, if Nikita's to be believed. We'll see. And have a good one. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow for the white. Catch you later, everybody. Bye bye. Go and say hi to Swamp Fox for me over on Twitch. Ciao for now.